That sounds so nice to hear.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
One second. Hang on. A few more people. I'm sorry.
All right.
Good morning to you.
Good morning, Your Honor.
On the Galaxy S22 Ultra, the gentleman that's walking looked like you're at work. What's your name, please?
Nolan Glasby.
Glasby?
Yes.
All right, good morning to you.
Good morning.
All right, that Samsung doesn't look like the one. So. Samsung SMA037U. Samsung SMA037U. The young lady, it looks like you're messing with your hair in the car.
Evony Garrison.
Evony Garrison, good morning to you. All right, Mr. Baylor.
All righty. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. The 36th District Court is now in session. Courtroom 434, presenting Honorable Judge Sean B. Perkins, who is presiding. While court is in session, no wearing of caps, hats, or do-rags. Please have appropriate attire on as well. Judge?
All right, good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'll order that you came in, and we're going to do the best we can to get you out as expeditiously as possible. All right. So, we ready? Ms. Williams Law?
Yes, Your Honor.
Let's start with the City of Detroit versus Alicia Gwyn, case number SP 1160250, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 1554450, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 1554601. Appearance for the record, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Ms. Glenn.
Gwyn. Ms. Gwyn, are you there? On the phone, she probably needs to press *6 to unmute herself.
5 minutes, 10 minutes. If somebody looking for it.
Hello.
Gwyn, can you state your name for the record, please?
Alicia Gwyn.
Here's the date and time set Raymond on the bench warrant, Counselor, go ahead.
Your Honor, for purposes of arraignment, my client would stand mute.
We'll enter a not guilty plea in your client's behalf. We'll give your client a $0 fine. Ms. Gwyn needs an updated offer. She has 2 matters that are on the docket today. But all matters are on the docket today, except for only the other matters are set for 1:30. So we're going to consolidate all the matters, Ms. Gwyn, and give you a trial, put all these matters together. Do you have a valid license, registration, and insurance, Ms. Gwyn?
I have a valid driver's license. Insurance, no, because I'm actually out of a vehicle at the moment.
Run her driver's license, please, Ms. Mathis.
Yes, we just want to.
All right, we're going to run the driver's license. We'll pass the matter until we get an updated offer from the city attorney, okay?
Okay.
Ms. Mathis, can I get a docket when you get an opportunity? Thank you.
Attorney Baldwin, good morning to you.
Good morning, Judge. I'm here filling in for the attorney of record, Roger Cayley, K-A-L-Y, with permission.
That's fine. What I will say is let me see if the officer has showed up. We give the officer a half-hour grace period. If the officer doesn't show up by 9 to 5, it's set for 9:35. The officer doesn't show up by 9 to 5, we'll call the case. If the officer does show up, we'll give you an opportunity to pre-try the case, and we'll go from there.
Thank you.
Your Honor, this is the city prosecutor. I'll give him the offer right now so that he doesn't have to wait, so he can make a decision. So put him in a breakout room.
All right. Mr. Lyman, morning to you.
Yes, sir.
Good morning. You have the gun safety course?
Yes, sir. I took it. Did my notes on it and everything.
Where is the certificate?
Certificate?
Yeah, you should give us some proof that you completed it.
So this is not the one I'm supposed to take right here. Can you see that?
Hold on. Can you email it to me?
Hey, Judge, can you see that? Let me see, because I'm wrong my camera. Because I thought I said. You can see my background? You can see the DVD I got up?
You have to turn the background off. All right, but I need to see some sort of that you should get some sort of certificate that you completed the course.
I didn't say nothing about that, but I did do my notes on there if you want me to tell you about it. I did a lot of notes.
Let's call the city of Detroit versus Michael Jerome Lyman Jr. Case number SP 149-50041. State your name for the record, Mr. Lyman.
Michael Lyman Jr.
All right, today is the date and time set for review. I wanted to show proof that you took this course. Did you pay for that course that you took there?
Yes, sir. Off eBay. It had to be $11. I didn't know if it's the right one because I bought another one before that.
I'm not so much concerned about which course you took. Let's with a certificate shows me is that you did something, but let's talk about your notes. You said you took a lot of notes. Let's kind of give me an overview of what the most you got out.
The most I got out of it basically having the first parts I got out of it was what to do when basically to be safe with a concealed firearm. It's basically telling me have the right attitude, adapt to your lifestyle. Like I stay in Detroit, you got to know where you live at. be around him. They have significant training. Basically, have the right mindset, know how to use your firearm, everything. Basically, know what you're shooting at beyond your target, everything like that. Then I even looked up on the law so far as our law. Like I said, if you go anywhere with your firearm, it's a $500 fine for the first offense and 6 months of suspended concealed period. So I was gonna tell you, Judge, thank you, because you could have suspended my license and everything, and I would have been bigger fine than what I was. Then the second fine is $1,000 and get your license revoked. Then the third offense is 5,000 fines and 4 years of imprisonment and license, and your license get revoked too. And basically, I was just writing my notes on like the federal laws, like what can you do if you want to travel with your firearm, what requirements you got to take, your FFL license and all that type of stuff. Handgun safe, sir.
Stop you. How do you relate what you learned to the offense that you committed, firing off in the city limits?
Basically, with my state law, I could have really got in trouble for what I done. Like stuff that is mediocre to the stuff that I got to do right now compared to the stuff I read about our laws. Like I need to really like get my mind, because I can't do nothing like this, Judge. Like I messed up big time, and I really like it's crazy. Like these laws are really wild, but I messed up big time, and I know the aftermath of everything and everything like that. Like even like watching the video, he told me like once you fire that first shot, you're no longer like basically like you ain't got no hope for real. Like I could have went to jail that day. Anything could have happened. Like I could have shot anybody. Like a bullet could have ricocheted to somebody's window. Anything.
Let me stop you. Where are you with? You talked the last time about getting in the military. Where are you with that?
I'm still on board with that, Judge. But you know, I'm still on board with that.
You're on board. So have you signed up?
No, sir.
So what's stopping?
Nothing really, Judge. Nothing at all. Nothing at all.
Right. So I'm not hearing anything. I'm hearing you're on board, but I'm not. What on being on board doesn't tell me.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Judge. I got a habit that I need to cut out right now before I even think about it there. So when I get through with that habit, then I'm gonna be on board for sure.
So you're not on board.
I am bored. I am on board, but it's a habit I gotta cut.
No, you're not on board. You just said it. After you cut your habit out, you gotta get on board. You're not on board. This is the type of discipline that you're gonna learn in the military. These are the type of things, and then when you make those statements, you know, you just made the statement as if it was a fact, but it wasn't a fact. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
I'm happy that you are still wanting to go in that direction, and I understand that it's still some things you know that you need to clean up to get where you need to be. You see what I'm saying? But when you're on board, that means you signed up. That means all the other vices that you have that are preventing you from doing those things, you got those out the way, and now you're just waiting on them. You've already signed up and you're waiting on them to deploy you wherever you need to be. That's on board.
Yes, sir. You're right.
All right. So what I'm gonna do is I think you satisfied, the requirements that we were looking for. I thought I put you on a little bit longer probation, but what I'm gonna do
You
is I'm
did,
gonna
and I
dismiss.
appreciate that.
I'm gonna dismiss it now. I think that the overall thing that I was trying to accomplish is we have to try to, my job is to try to keep the people safe. And also it's some amount of, element of punishment that has to be inflicted upon you for committing it. And I think we've satisfied both of those. I have a strong belief that you won't reoffend like this. And I hope that you take this conversation that we have right now and you get on board, because
Yes,
we need more productive, especially Black men in our society.
Yes, sir. You're absolutely right.
And
You're
I don't know
absolutely
if we need better training than the
Yeah,
military is going to provide you, and the doors will open up from that point on.
Yes,
All
sir.
right.
You're absolutely right. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm gonna hop on board with that. Sure. Thank you.
All right. Keep me posted on that. All right.
Yes, sir. I got you.
All right.
Your Honor, this is I'm sorry, city prosecutor. I have to leave for a minute. I'm just letting you know.
Okay, Miss. Let me just finish up the record first. All right, you can go ahead and go. All right, so there's that'll complete it. Mr. Lyman, have a very good day. Best of luck to you, and keep in touch with us and let us know where you're at.
Yes, sir. I can always come on here, or
Always.
how do I do it?
As long as I'm here, you can.
Yes, sir. Thank you. You have a great day, Your Honor. Appreciate it.
He needs to talk to a recruiter for information regarding military.
He needs to stop smoking that.
He said to have it, right? He didn't say which one.
No, that's what it is. All right. Griffin. Oh, Counselor, you gonna wait on to see if the officer shows, or if the officer showed or not? Counselor on leave? Griffin, Terence Griffin. Are you there, sir? Terence Griffin there?
Yes, sir. I'm sorry. I didn't know the mic was on.
City of Detroit and the state, hold on. City of Detroit and the state of Michigan versus Terence Griffin. Case numbers SP 135-2034, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 1467846, counts 1, 2, and 3. SX 3664115. Appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Good morning to your staff. May it please this honorable court, Sherika Harris, P72832, on behalf of Mr. Griffin. Please state your name for the record.
Yes, Terence Griffin.
For purposes of arraignment, my client stands mute.
All right, we'll enter not guilty plea in the client's behalf. Give your client a $0 bond. Excuse me, Mr. Griffin. You have valid license or registration?
Yes, sir. I do have valid license, but I don't have registration. I don't have a vehicle.
Let's pass the matter until we run the license, and he's going to need a updated offer as well on the cases that I call. They're in some of them are in default. So I do have, and this is off the record, but for Miss Gwyn, I do have a valid license for Miss Gwyn. So can we get updated offers for both Miss Gwyn and Mr. Griffin, please.
Yes, Your Honor.
Analyst Joseph Griffin.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Good morning. Do you have a case in here, or do you have a?
Yes, sir. I'm here for grades.
Say that again.
For theory grades.
Grades.
Yep. It's for Detective Greeno.
Oh, it's for Greeno. Okay, I'm gonna put you in a breakout room.
Okay.
Good morning to you.
Courses online. That's we haven't done it yet.
Ms. Mason, could we meet in the breakout room?
Yes.
Breakout room 2, Mr. Berry. Breakout room 2.
Attorney Bazzi, good morning to you. Who's your client, please?
Good morning, Your Honor. My client is Alan Jti. GJETA.
I see. See who the officer is.
Good morning, Judge.
Who's that?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. You're not on Albert. You're not on it because that's a state case. It looks like.
I have defendant Griffin.
Great, yeah, Griffin. There's going to be a lot of officers in there for it. I don't know if Griffin's going to show, but
Griffin's here, sir.
Not you. You don't want to be that Griffin. But
Oh, okay. Yes, sir.
And Griffin, surprisingly, his license is about a novel, but he has a valid license.
Yes, sir. I pay everything for almost.
Got a valid license. So I think all these officers are going to come in on the other hurricane.
Well, no, you don't gotta take it. You gotta. Same judge.
Any other officers? Betty, what's your last name, Betty? Good morning to you. Betty, what's your last name? I can't hear you, ma'am.
Lutcher.
Lutcher? Okay,
Lutcher,
good morning.
yes. Good morning.
All right. I don't see you on the docket.
Thomas Hill.
Spell your last name for me, please.
Lutcher.
Lutcher and Bettie.
Yes, correct.
You're at 1:30 on the 15th.
That was for, I believe, for an additional ticket that I received. I did see the 15th notice. However, I was told to come in to show for the 11th for the original ticket that I paid.
Bench one on that one. You do have a case today on the 11th. Today is the 11th.
Yes.
I don't want to see. Oh, I see you. Okay.
Oh, awesome.
Ms. Gant, good morning to you. Ms. Gant,
Yes, sir.
morning. You didn't get my email?
No, I did not. No, I didn't. I was in a car. I did not. I was I had to take my kids to school and I come up here.
Okay. Well, I told you you didn't have to show up, Ms. Gant. I wish you good health. Hopefully, just well soon. And you've satisfied all your obligations. I hope you have a valid license. If you don't, I hope you get one real soon. All right.
No, I did. I did everything you asked me to do. They said I had to wait till March 27th to take my driver's test. But I took my driver assessment test. I passed it, and I got my permit. Yeah, and stuff or whatever.
All right. So
my name is clear. My name is cleared up.
It's cleared up. So
yeah, my name is cleared up in East City. I'm good. I ain't got no warrants, no tickets, nowhere.
Congratulations on that. All right.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Right, so best of luck to you now.
So wait. What's my next court date? Or
you don't have one. I looked it up this morning. I sent you the email saying that everything is clear here. I thought you were supposed to be here tomorrow. You said, but you have another court date in another courtroom on the 15th.
Yeah, on the 15th for Miss Brian Elise. I know. I already talked to her.
So is everything else is clear. So best of luck. All right.
So I ain't got to come back to you no more. We done.
No.
Huh?
No, you don't.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Have a nice day.
All right. Best of luck to you. All right. On the iPhone, you were unmuted. I'm gonna ask you to unmute yourself and start your camera. And state your name, please.
Matthew Lightfoot.
No, Matthew, Mr. Lightfoot. Good morning to you, though.
Oh. Hello.
Gentlemen, what's your name?
David Gordon Graham.
Oh. Say David Graham.
I'm Eric Graham.
Say that one more time, please.
Eric Graham.
Eric Graham. Eric Graham. Good morning to you.
Good morning, sir.
See, I think you were supposed to be here the other day, weren't you?
I was told to come back March the 11th. I was supposed to pay what I owed to the court, which I did, and I guess I was supposed to report back here on the 11th to verify that.
Eric, what's your demand?
Yes, sir.
All right, we're going to dismiss the case. Mr. Graham, have a very good day.
All right, thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Yeah. All right, are we ready on anybody, counselors?
Your Honor, I have an offer for Ms. Gwyn.
All right, let's go back on. Let's go back on the record. Ms. Gwyn, she's on the telephone there. Mr. Berry, what is the offer?
Improper plates, Your Honor.
On all of the matters?
Well,
she's got some civil infractions. I'll read them off to you.
All right.
She's got driver's license suspended, a no insurance misdemeanor, a 21 to 25 over, an expired plate, a defective equipment, and a no insurance misdemeanor. So she's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 charges. 1, 2, 3 misdemeanors and 3 civil infractions, 1, 21 to 25, expired plate, and a defective equipment. So go back and get an updated offer for her, please.
Yes.
All right. What about, are we ready on Mr. Griffin? Okay, not ready on Mr. Griffin.
Name.
Yes, Your Honor.
Are we ready on Mr. Griffin?
We are not. I'm looking for, okay, she's in room 1. I just need to speak with Miss Mason.
Mike Reed, are you, good morning to you. Are you an officer?
Yeah, I'm Officer Reed here on Griffin.
Yeah, all right. Good morning to you. I remember that from last time. Any other officers that I haven't signed to a breakout room yet?
Yes, sir. Officer Eason, EASON.
Officer Eason on the iPhone 132.
Yes, sir.
ESON.
EASON, sir.
You said ESON?
No, sir. EASON.
Very well. All right. Put you in a breakout room.
Yes, sir. I'm here on Glenn.
On Glenn, okay. What about iPhone 10? It's not connected to audio, Jalen's okay. All right, as soon as we get the offers, continue on. All of these officers are coming in for Griffin, I'm sure. Good morning, Officer Campbell, Corporal Hill, or Officer Hill, Officer Tonti. Good morning. Okay, on the iPhone, you just connected. Is that Eric Graham again?
David Gordon.
David Gordon.
Yes.
Where was Eric Graham? I thought you were Eric Graham.
Y'all was talking at the same time. You and whoever that is, Eric Graham was talking at the same time with you.
All right, David Gordon.
Yes.
T-A-D-I-D, right? David? Did I hear that correctly? David or?
Yes, David Gordon.
Damon Gordon as well, okay. Let's continue on. Are we ready, Ms. Harris, on your client? No, we're gonna have to wait on a lawyer.
I got this. You do that.
Morning, Corporal Slidell. Officer Ernest, good morning to you. Officer Hayes, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Keep going now.
Bazzi, did you get an offer, or are you still waiting on one?
No, I did not, Your Honor. And I don't know, is the officer check? You were checking if the officer showed up.
Let me see Johnny Lee. Johnny Lee is. Morning, Corporal Bennett.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Okay, Officer Trueheart and Officer Jones, Ryan Jones, are for Lee, Johnny Lee. So if you don't see that officer by 9:05, it's 9:05 now. Do we have an Officer Trueheart or an Officer Jones? I do not see either in the breakout room. Counsel, are you ready?
Yes, Your Honor.
City of Detroit versus Johnny Lee, case number SP 1543103, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Attorney Michael Baldwin, P 65417, filling in for the attorney of record, Mr. Roger Cayley.
All right, and as for the purposes of your client's appearance, counsel?
Yes, I'm here in a representative capacity with permission.
Very well. I'm going to waive the client's presence. Is there an Officer Trueheart or an Officer Ryan Jones? Hearing no response, they have a half-hour grace period. It's now 9:09. You want to make a motion?
Yes, I motion that both of the counts be dismissed without prejudice.
Officer Trueheart or Officer Jones? Okay, I'm going to dismiss the case. No officer.
Thank you, Judge.
Very good day. Best of luck to you.
Have a nice day.
Let's see. I think you're up. City of Detroit, State of Michigan versus Alan Jti, case number SX4333411. Appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Hassan Bezi on behalf of Alan Jti. I'm asking to waive my client's presence, Your Honor. This was scheduled at 8:30, I believe, or 8 o'clock, or 8:35 this morning. It is now 9:11, and no officers checked in. We do understand it is without prejudice.
Okay. I will waive your client's presence as you are retained counsel. Is there a trooper? OC ZKAJA Justin, hearing no response, dismiss the case. No officer. There's nothing further. You have a very good day. Best of luck.
Thank you. What's the defendant's name on this?
It's at the top of 835. Alban, ALBAN, Jti, GJEA. I'm probably not pronouncing that.
I got it. Thank you.
All right. Great day.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day to your staff.
All right, ready? Still talking?
Did you find anything else about the board?
It's just the house now.
Ms. Harris, I see you have your hand raised.
Yes, I was wondering, I didn't know if we were on the record or something else, but what were the other matters that Mr. Griffin had that were not on the docket?
Okay, I have, accident, it says accident 196. It says, driver's license suspended, a disregarded traffic control device, driver's license suspended, unregistered, untitled. And then there's a limited access, this is a state case, 276. So, one.
And this.
Also, old civil infractions that I didn't set aside of a 6 to 10 and a no registration. But if this is a limited access 276 is a state case, and I don't know if that accident 196 is a state case. And then disregarded traffic control device is civil infraction. He has another old failure to use turn signal as well. He does have a valid license. All right, are we ready, Mr. Berry?
We have an updated offer for Ms. Gwyn.
Why don't you go on and break out? What is the offer?
6 to 10 over, and the improper plates. I'm sorry. Yeah, the improper plates. That's it.
You go in the breakout room with Ms. Gwyn. Let's go back on the record with Ms. Gwyn. Ms. Gwyn, the improper plate is going to be a $240 fine for dismissal on payment. There's no abstraction to the Secretary of State, and it'll be dismissed once you pay it. And the 6 to 10 is going to be a 2-point offense, and that's going to be $135. You have an absolute right to a trial, Ms. Gwyn. I'm going to put you in the breakout room. Speak to Mr. Berry, okay?
Okay.
Attorney Harris, check the chat.
Okay, I see it.
Sheriff,
So everything on the docket?
What's his name again? Sorry, what's his name?
Terence Griffin?
Hold on.
She's in the room, she's in the room, Mr. Berry.
I must have the wrong date again.
Let's see if you have the wrong date. Good morning, Candace Griffin.
Am I for you today? Because I keep getting mail saying I missed it.
I don't know. Let's see.
The last time I checked in, they told me April the 8th.
I don't see you on the docket, but I could be over there. I'm gonna look it up now.
All right.
April the 18th. You got to write it down, ma'am. April the 18th. Candace Denise Griffin.
Okay, thank you.
Have a great day.
You get the offer, Attorney Harris?
Received. I'm moving Mr. Griffin to a breakout room to speak with him about it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Who's on that 313-431-3830? Good morning to you. What's your name, please? 313-431-3830. On the phone. All right.
I'm sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah, what's your name? Good morning to you.
William Goldman, how you doing?
William who?
Goldman.
Goldman?
Goldman, Gollman.
Let's see you. Good morning, Mr. Gold.
Good morning to you.
All right, who's on that iPhone 10? I'm gonna ask you to unmute yourself and turn your camera on, please. I sent you the thing to unmute yourself and turn the camera on. iPhone 10. Good morning to you. What's your name, please? or your officer? Good morning to you, officer.
Officer Dawson.
Dalton?
Dawson.
Dawson?
Yes, sir.
DAWSON?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's put you in a breakout room. Who's ever got Reginald Griffin, every officer probably in the city showing up for those tickets. Croxton, good morning to you. All right, I mean, we're waiting on terms.
And we're ready on Griffin.
All right, let's go back on the record with Mr. Terence Griffin. Mr. Griffin, I'm giving you an opportunity to speak to counsel in the breakout room. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Your Honor, it's my understanding my client is waiving his right to trial and entering a plea to the amended count of improper plates. He would also admit responsibility to the amended count of speeding 1 to 5 over. We would stipulate to the face of the ticket for purposes of the factual basis and stipulate to probable cause for the dismissals.
Is that what you want to do, Mr. Griffin?
Yes, sir. Yes, it is.
Can you raise your right hand, please?
Yes, sir.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
You can put your hand down.
Okay.
You understand the maximum possible penalty for these offenses are 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes, sir, I do.
You understand that you have an absolute right to a trial?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Harris went over your other advice or rights in the breakout room, did she not?
Yes, sir, she did.
You understood those rights?
Yes, sir.
You have any questions about those rights?
No, sir. No.
You know, by taking this deal, you're going to give those rights up?
Yes, sir, I do.
Has anybody offered you anything, other than what's been stated in the record?
No, sir, not at all.
You know this offer doesn't encompass the old tickets, the $180 failure to use turn signal and the 6 to 10 and no registration, right?
Yes, sir. But one thing was at the time of the accident, or was this another?
It's going to take care of the accident. It's going to take care of the accident. It's not going to take care of those other three matters because they were old.
Yes, sir.
It'll take care of the accident.
Yes, sir. Understandable. But like I told the attorney, Your Honor, saying guilty because I know I was driving without license and I was driving without insurance. But I have videos and pictures of the accident and to show that I was not the cause of the accident. But
it doesn't matter the cause of the accident.
Okay.
At this point, it really doesn't matter because that case is going to get dismissed. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Let me draw your attention back to December 17, 2023 at around 4:06 p.m. in the city of Detroit in the area of Schaefer and Finkel. Did you have an occasion on that day to come in contact with the Detroit Police Department?
Yes, sir.
Were you operating a motor vehicle?
Yes, sir, I was.
Did the officer ask you to produce valid registration for that motor vehicle?
Yes, sir, he did.
And you could not do so, could you?
No, sir, not at that moment.
Why is that?
Because I was in a bad place in my life, Your Honor, and I was catching hard times with paying tickets or doing anything. But I cleared my life up. I got myself together. I paid all my tickets, and I'm trying to get myself back together, Your Honor.
Well, that was my next question is, are you in a better place in your life? So you already answered that. It had nothing to do with this ticket here. But I see that you have a valid driver's license. So that tells me a lot because you've had probably a bad driver's record for quite some time. And
yes, sir.
So the fact that you're here and you're clearing this stuff up, and you've already cleared it up enough to get a valid driver's license says a lot. So, but I'm going to find you guilty of the amended count of improper plate. $240 fine for that. We'll dismiss that upon payment, and I'm going to find you responsible based on that stipulation to the amended count of 1 to 5 over. That's going to be 1 point on your driver's license.
Yes,
that's
sir.
$125 fine. I hope that doesn't affect your driver's license moving forward. But that's what the offer was. When can you pay the 120 and stipulation of probable cause? With that stipulation, I'll dismiss the other matters. When can you pay the 125 and 240?
I could pay the 125 today, but I'm asking for a little time to pay the 240 if possible.
All right. Why don't you? I'm gonna give you 30 days to pay both.
Yes,
of
sir.
them. Yeah,
Thank you
enough.
so much.
Pay it at any div that kiosk. Come on back on April the 11th, 2024 at 8:25. Pay that at any div that kiosk in the city of Detroit. I'm told you can upload that div that app to your phone. And if you don't have anything, or you come on down to the courthouse and pay it in person. If you don't have anything further on April 11th, if that's paid, we'll dismiss the case, the one case, and close the other one out. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm gonna wish you continued success, Mr. Griffin. Have a very good day. I'll see you back.
Thank you so much. Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Jamie Green.
No, not trial. He's in person.
His trial.
So we're all set.
We're all set. Have a good day, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you too.
All right, let's go call the city of Detroit versus Sean Lamont Green. Case number SP 1194712, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 1194722, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 1279185, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 1298802, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 1381187, counts 1 and counts 2, and 217296791. Appearance for the record, please.
Sheriff Harris, on behalf of Mr. Green, please state your name for the record.
Rashawn Green.
All right, morning to you. We'll call the
Good morning,
time. Let's keep this clear. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cases on the docket. I counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 cases. So 1 is a no insurance civil infraction, 2 no insurance civil infractions, defective equipment, an expired plate, and another defective equipment. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other cases are what totals his 13 cases. He owes a reinstatement fee probably on both of the no insurance. I see he's been paying on 1, but it probably, that $45 probably did not go to the reinstatement fee. I don't know whether it did or not, but I'm guessing it didn't. I will allow your client to pay the reinstatement fees on those up front. If he's paid the 1, then he'll have to pay the other. If not, then because he's paid on it, he's paid on the 1. If part of that money went to the reinstatement fee, then that'll be satisfied for 1 and pay the $45 on the other. If not, he'll pay both of them at $45 a piece. If he wants to, and we can give him another date to see if he can get a valid license. He has an absolute right to a trial. Why don't you talk with the city attorney to get him an updated offer, all right? All right, let's pass that map. Mr. Berry, are we ready on Miss Gwyn?
We ready, Your Honor.
Let's go back on the record with Miss Alicia Gwyn. Miss Gwyn, I'm giving you an opportunity to speak to counsel and breakout. Counselor, what's your client want to do?
My client would avail herself of the prosecutor's offer. Stands ready to enter pleas to the improper plates and the 6 to 10 miles over the limit.
Is that what you want to do, Miss Gwyn?
Yes.
All right, can you raise your right hand, please, ma'am?
Yes.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes.
You can put your hand down. You understand the maximum possible penalty for these offenses are 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes.
You understand that you have an absolute right to a trial?
Yes.
Mr. Berry went over your other advice or rights in the breakout room, did you?
Yes.
You understood those rights?
Yes.
Questions about those rights?
Yes.
You have questions? What kind of questions do you have?
I don't have any.
You don't have any questions? So you don't have any questions about those rights, do you, ma'am?
I barely can hear you. Can you repeat that?
I said, do you have any questions about the rights? Did you, Mr. Berry, go over your advice and rights in the breakout room?
Yes.
Did you understand the rights?
Yes.
Do you have any questions about the rights?
No.
Do you know by taking this offer, you're going to give the rights up?
Yes.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record that Mr. Berry said today that we'll do? Give.
No.
All right, Ms. Gwyn, let me draw your attention back to April the 12th, 2021 at around 4:25 p.m. in the city of Detroit in the area of Puritan and Cruz. Did you have an occasion on that day to come encounter with the Detroit Police Department?
Yes.
Were you operating a motor vehicle?
Yes.
Did the officer ask you to produce valid insurance on that vehicle?
Yes.
You could not do so, could you?
Yes.
Could you or could you not?
I could not.
And why is that?
Because I didn't have any.
Very well. I'm going to find your client guilty of the amended count of improper plates. Fine her $240 for that. I told you I'd dismiss that upon payment. Stipulate to the face of the ticket as an accurate factual basis for the responsible plea for the amended count of 6 to 10. Mr. Berry, on your client's behalf.
So stipulated, Your Honor.
And stipulate the probable cause for the dismissal of the other matters.
Yes, Your Honor, so stipulated.
Find your client responsible for the amended count of 6 to 10 over. That's 2 points on your license and $135. Ma'am, when can you pay? $240? $240, I'm gonna waive the warrant fees. When can you pay? $240 and $135.
What's that? $375.
No, it's more than, I think it's, yeah, $375, yeah.
Okay. I'm asking, I would need a couple weeks because right now I literally in a position of changing jobs. So I literally just got out of work. So
All right, I'm gonna give you until April 11th, okay?
okay, that's perfect.
April 11th, see where you are with those payments. You can pay those at any DivDat kiosk in the city of Detroit. I'm told you can upload that DivDat app to your phone, or you can come on down to the courthouse and pay it in person, okay?
Okay.
All right, come back April 11th. Let's see where you are at 8:25 in the morning, okay?
8:25. Okay.
All right. Have a great day, man.
Thank you.
Up on your job. All right. This is the city of Detroit versus Brenda Lopez, case number SB 1-455-3251. Appearance for the record, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Ms. Lopez.
Brenda Lopez.
All right. Good morning to you, ma'am. Today is the date and time set for pre-trial. Ms. Lopez, do you have valid insurance?
Yes, Your Honor.
Can I see it, please? See where Ms. Lopez is. Okay, she's opening it up. All right, let's see. All right, Ms. Lopez, I'm going to dismiss the case. Wide and valid documentation, all right?
Thank you.
Have a great day, ma'am. Best of luck to you.
You do the same. Thank you.
All right, Evony Garrison. You're free to leave, Ms. Lopez.
Yes, sir.
Good morning to you.
Good morning.
All right, city of Detroit. Keisha Garrison, case numbers SB 124-73911, SB 124-7399, counts 1 and counts 2, SB 132-2079, counts 1, 2, and 3, SB 137-97251, SB 140-19271, 207-08-166, counts 1, 2. Excuse me, counts 1, 2, and 3. Appearance for the record, please. Mr. Berry.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Ms. Garrison.
Ebony Lakeisha Garrison.
Your Honor, for purposes of arraignment, my client would waive the reading of the information and stand mute.
Enter a not guilty plea on her behalf, give her a $0 bond. Her offer is pleading to 1 count of failure to display or improper plates. That's $240 for each count. Improper plate, failure to display, improper plate. So 240, 240, 240, 240, 240. That seems like 5 misdemeanors. At $240 apiece, she has an absolute right to a trial. If she takes a deal away, the warrant fees, she'll pay the reinstatement fees. Put Ms. Garrison in a breakout room. Do you have a license, registration, and insurance, Ms. Garrison?
No, sir. I'm trying to clear this up so I can get it.
All right, put Ms. Garrison in. I'm gonna put you in a breakout room, Ms. Garrison. Speak to Mr. Berry. Keep in mind you have an absolute right to a trial, all right?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Join the room, please. Little bit, is a little bit here, or is it a little bit lead? Join the room, Mr. Berry, Ms. Garrison, please. All right, I don't see a little bit. Mr. Adrian Dewan Gordon.
Yes, I'm here.
All right, good morning to you, sir.
Good morning.
We'll wait on an attorney to come back up. Mr. Damon Joshua Gordon.
Yes, sir.
Good morning to you. Do you have valid insurance?
Yes, sir.
All right, get that out for me, please, when we call your name. Ms. Harris, let's go with the state of Michigan versus Adrian Dewan Gordon, case number SX39803701. Fix your appearance on the record.
Sherika Harris, on behalf of Mr. Gordon, please state your name.
Adrian Gordon.
All right, good morning to you, sir. Being time set for arraignment on the bench warrant. Go ahead, counsel.
For purposes of arraignment, my client stands mute.
Enter not guilty plea on your client's behalf. Give your client a $0 bond. We're going to dismiss the case, plea 2 related civil infractions. All right. All right. If there's nothing further, sir, have a very good day. And
All right, appreciate it. Thank you.
Best of luck to you. All right. Let's do one more right quick. This is the city of Detroit versus Damon Joshua Gordon, case number SB138-87151. Appearance for the record, please.
Sherika Harris on behalf of the defendant, please state your name.
Damon Joshua Gordon, state your name, please.
I'm here.
Damon
Mr.
Joshua
Gordon, could you state your name?
Oh, Damon Gordon. Sorry about that.
All right. Well, let's see the Mr. Day's date time set for pretrial. Let's see the insurance you have, sir. I guess he better have insurance. He's a FedEx driver.
Right. Can you see it?
Let's see, policy period. Slide it over. All right, that's not valid right now.
No, that's the older one, but this is the new one right here.
That's what I want to see.
Oh, okay.
Would you got rid of this Mercury?
Huh?
Is this beige? Is this a Mercedes or Mercury?
1997. It was a Challenger.
No, this one says a beige Mercury 1997.
No, that's incorrect.
Damon Joshua Gordon.
Yep.
Shoemaker and Garland.
Shoemaker and Garland.
That's where the ticket seems like it's at. He's showing me valid insurance in his name. Yeah, it says Damon Joshua Gordon on 10/9/2022 at around 1:20 a.m. You were riding in the city of Detroit in an area of Shoemaker and Garland in a 1997 either Mercedes or Mercury. Beige. BGE, I'm assuming that's beige. And,
no, that's incorrect.
Um,
Wasn't me.
All right. What do you want to do, Counselor? He's showing valid insurance. Space. You can take it off. I see this insurance.
Yeah, I'm trying to turn it around. So.
Yes, Your Honor. Who is the defendant in this one?
That is Mr. Damon Gordon, Joshua Gordon. He says that he doesn't recall that incident, but he does show valid insurance. He's only got one count of no insurance.
Oh, dismissal, Your Honor, if he has valid insurance represented by the court.
Dismiss provide valid documentation. So if there's nothing further, have a very good day. Best of luck to you.
You too.
Let's go back on the record with Miss Garrison. Is that are we? Who is this? That Green you have, Miss Harris?
Yes, I have Rashawn Green.
Let's go back on the record with Mr. Green. I'm giving you an opportunity to speak to counsel in the breakout room. Counsel, what's your plan?
Your Honor, I was hoping that we could have someone from Street Outreach Court come in and speak with Mr. Green.
Very well. Let's pass the matter. I'm going to try to get them on the line now, Mr. Green. All right. All right, Mr. Green, I'm going to pass the matter. We're going to try to get somebody. I'm try to get somebody to join in. They're usually pretty quick. All right, let's pass the matter. Let's go back on the record. Miss Evony Garrison. Ms. Garrison, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counselor, what's your client want to do? Here, let's wait. Let's go off the record. Let's call the City of Detroit versus Nolan, Brian, Gilmore, case number SB 149-4368. Counts 1 and counts 2, SB 149-43991. Ms. Harris, can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Sherika Harris, on behalf of Mr. Gillespie, please state your name for the record. Haspy.
Mr. Gillespie, state your name for the record, please. Unmute yourself.
Yes, Nolan Glasby.
Good morning
Nolan
to you.
Glasby.
Good morning. Set for a pre-trial in the matter. The offer, as it stands right now, is pleading to 1 to 5, 1 point on your license, and misdemeanors will be dismissed. 1 point on your license for going 6 to 10 over. Okay. All right. 1 point on your license, sir. That's the offer.
Okay.
So you have an absolute right to a trial. If you want to take it, we don't even need to put you in a breakout room. If you want to challenge it, we'll set that matter for trial. Or if you just want to speak to Ms. Harris about it, let me know. Let me know what you want to do.
No, I'll take it.
All right. Stipulate to the face of the ticket as an accurate factual basis for the responsible plea counselor. He's reluctant to tell you. Ms. Harris? Ms. Harris there? You're on mute.
I'm back. Sorry, my computer froze.
Oh, okay.
So I missed all of it. Sorry.
So the offer for Mr. Glasby is 1 to 5, $125. Dismissing the other 2 counts. He says he'll take the deal and take the 1 point. I absolutely think he wants to speak with you. He can. If he wants to set the matter for trial again. He indicated he'll take it.
In that regard, we'll stipulate to the face of the ticket for purposes of the factual basis and stipulate to probable cause for the dismissal.
All right, finding responsible for the amended count of 1 to 5, $125. Dismiss the other 2 matters. When can you pay the 125, Mr. Johnson?
In 30 days.
125, sir?
Probably in a couple weeks, because I got.
Your work?
Yeah, but I got a little bit of credit card debt. I'm trying to clear it up.
Yeah, you should have bought those Gucci's and stuff. I'm gonna give you 2 weeks.
All right. Okay.
All right. Pay you paid in 2 weeks. You paid, and then he did that kiosk in the city of Detroit, or you come on down to the courthouse and pay it at Perkins. Those are the 2 best ways I can tell you to pay it, sir. There's nothing further.
Okay.
Best of luck to you. All right.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Gucci, whatever we got. All right, City of Detroit, Ms. Harris versus Autumn Page Lamp, case number SP 1195715, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 1195731, SP 123236441, SP 1232379, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 1232391, SP 8978261. Appearance for the record, please.
Sherica Harris, on behalf of Ms. Lamp, please state your name for the record.
Autumn Lamp.
Today is the date and time set for a pre-trial. Ms. Lamp, you owe 3 civil infractions that aren't on the record, that are too old. I'm not going to set those matters aside. One of them is a no insurance that's probably was holding up your license.
Yeah,
The offer as it stands now is improper plate, no offer on the false ID. So that's a crime of dishonesty there. 240, 240, 240. And another 240. And the improper passing is going to be amended to 1 to 5. So you have 125, 240, 240, 240, 240. And keep in mind that one is a crime of dishonesty. So let's put you in a breakout room. You have an absolute right to a trial, all right?
Okay.
Okay, there you go. Join the room, please. All right, let's go. Are we ready on Garrison, Mr. Barry?
Ready, Your Honor.
Let's go back on the record with Ms. Garrison. Ms. Garrison, I'm giving you an opportunity to speak to counsel in a breakout room. Counselor, what's your client want to do?
My client would avail herself of the people's offer, Your Honor.
That's pleading of 5 misdemeanors.
Yes.
Is that what you want to do, Ms. Garrison?
Yes, Your Honor.
Can you raise your right hand? Do you know the effect of these, ma'am? You're gonna probably not be able to get a license for 2 years. Can you raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Put your hand down. You understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes, sir.
You understand you have an absolute right to a trial?
Yes.
Mr. Berry went over your other advice or rights in the breakout room, did he not?
Yes, he did.
You understood those rights?
Yes, sir.
You have any questions about those rights?
No, sir.
You know, by taking this offer, you're gonna give those rights up?
Yes.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No, sir.
All right. Let me draw your attention back to March the 1st, 2022 at around 2:18 p.m. in the city of Detroit in the area of Garrison and Gitry. Did you have an occasion on that day to come in contact with the Detroit Police Department?
Yes.
Operating a motor vehicle?
Yes.
Was there something wrong with the plate on that vehicle, ma'am?
Something was wrong with the plate. I was driving my cousin's car and it was an improper plate.
How was the plate improper?
I'm not sure. I guess she didn't register or maybe it was outdated.
It's written under S, is that S6? I need to get some glasses. Unlawful lending or use of certificate of title, registration certificate. Registration plate, special plate or permit, unlawful carry or display of registration certificate or violation as misdemeanor. A person shall not lend to another person or knowingly permit use of any certificate of title, registration certificate, registration plate, special plate, or permit issued to him or her if the person receiving or using the certificate of title, registration certificate, registration plate, special plate, or permit with be entitled to use thereof. The person shall not carry or display upon a vehicle any registration certificate or certificate plate not issued for the vehicle or not other Except as otherwise provided, section, personal violation section, guilty, misdemeanor. So I don't think that this needs, if what your client is saying is true, that this was not her vehicle. I can't make an accurate factual basis on this ticket based on what the statute says. Mr. Barrett?
Yeah.
I can you can see if the if she had a valid license and then maybe a plea to the amended count of allowing, same difference. See if the city will be amenable to that. But on this as the statute reads, she's not. If it is true, she wouldn't have to prove that. The city would have to prove that. She indicates that it's not her vehicle.
Would that was it in the case ending in 792, another no registration case was what vehicle was that? I'm wondering.
I think this is the 792.
Oh.
The other one.
Your Honor, at this point, the prosecutor, we have no objection to amending it to allowing. She would still be pleading to 2 improper plates. We have no objection to amending it to allowing.
All right, is that on the same date and time, ma'am? That was on the same date and time, ma'am, where did the officer ask you to produce a valid driver's license?
Yes, but I never had a driver's license to produce in the first place, sir.
Very well. Find your client guilty of the amended count of allowing $240 fine. It's the same thing as improper plate, basically, because there's no points. It doesn't abstract. It won't abstract the Secretary of State. It will dismiss upon payment. All right. Let me draw your attention back to January 13th, 2020, around 3 a.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of Connor and Mack. I can only presume you were just getting off work over at the Chrysler plant, 3 a.m. Maybe not, huh? Were you?
Yes, I disregarded the red light.
All right, hold on a second. You were operating a motor vehicle in the city of Detroit? Right?
Yes, sir.
And you came in contact with the Detroit police?
Yes.
And was there something wrong with the plate on that vehicle?
It wasn't registered.
All right, that would make it improper, I guess. All right. Was it the wrong plate for that vehicle?
I don't think they had no plate on there.
Because looking at the statute, I don't think that's covered under here either. A person shall not lend to another person or knowingly permit the use of any certificate of title, registration certificate, registration plate, special plate or permit issued to him or her if the person receiving or using the certificate of title, registration certificate, plate, special plate, or permit would not be entitled to use thereof. A person shall not carry or display upon a vehicle any registration certificate or registration plate not issued for the vehicle or not otherwise lawfully used under this act. So, I mean, we could probably take it under a no contest plea because she says, I don't think that it was a plate on the vehicle. So I know it's been 4 years plus if she doesn't have the accurate recollection, but I wouldn't be able to take this plea as it stands if she says that she doesn't just think it was a plate on the vehicle. It seems like this statute is used for people. Hold on, who's making all that sense? Green. This statute is used for people that are giving or not have that proper plate. They're using another plate for the vehicle. Mr. Barry.
Yes, well,
this also came with the driver's license never acquired too. So I don't know if the city is amenable to the same thing or not.
We could do the no contest, Your Honor. It was some time ago.
All right. Any objection to that for lack of recollection, Ms. Mason?
No objection, Your Honor. No objection.
The stipulation from Ms. Garrison's attorney will find her no contest for lack of recollection. She did indicate that she didn't really remember it. That's how I took it. She didn't think it was a plate on there. All right, so no contest 240, same thing, dismiss upon payment. And then let me carry your attention back to September 6, 2021, in the city of Detroit at around 5:20 p.m. in the area of Gratiot and Glenwood. Have an occasion on that day to come in contact with the Detroit Police Department now?
I think so. I think I got driving with no license or driving while on suspended license.
Well, again, you can't think. You have to know. Gratiot and Glenwood. They said you were operating a 2007 Ford. It was a driving license suspended.
Oh, yes.
You remember that, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
All right, and you did that. Officer asked you to produce a license, correct?
Yes, and I told him I didn't have a license. I just had my state ID.
All right. Find her guilty of the amended count of failure to display and 240 for that. And let's go back to that one where we did the allowing on this is SP 132972551. She's already admitted to that incident of driving on that date and time and being pulled over. This was back the incident where you were driving someone else's vehicle when we gave you the allowing. You've already admitted to not having a driver's license then. So let's find her guilty of failure to display 240 on that. So basically sum is failure to display 240, improper plate 240, I'll dismiss upon payment. Allowing 240, dismiss upon payment. Failure to display 240 and an improper plate under no contest, I'll still dismiss that upon payment. Stipulate the probable cause for the dismissal of the other matters.
So stipulated, Your Honor.
Mr. Garrison, when can you pay?
Today.
All of that?
Yes.
Let's get this in the system so she can pay them and waive the warrant fees. You're gonna be responsible to pay reinstatement fees. I see 3 of them. That's $45 a piece, but I'm just concerned about the other matters. Why don't you come back on Thursday? Thursday, they paid, we'll close the matters out and dismiss the other matters that weren't doing it. I'm gonna ask Ms. Mathis to put that in now for you. Just wait till you see those fines on there, okay, ma'am?
Okay, so do I come down today?
Yes, you can come down today. If you're coming down, yes, come down today. And if you come down today, you can bring that receipt up and we can just close it out right now. How long will it take you to get here?
I'm about to order Uber now.
Very well. We'll see you in a few.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor.
Very well. Thank you.
Thank you, Attorney Gary, and thank you, Prosecutor. Yes, Grandma. I love you. Grandma love you too, but Grandma got to get married to make a run, okay? And Grandma, see you later.
Let's
yes,
call.
Sir.
All right. Have a great day, Ms. Garrison.
All right, you too.
Let's call the city of Detroit. This is Betty Lutcher. Case number and the state of Michigan versus Betty Lutcher. Case number SP 1550680, counts 2 and 3. SX 4208217, counts 1 and counts 2, and SX 4256541. Appearance for the record, please.
Hello.
Oh, that's Barry Jr. On behalf of Ms. Lutcher, state your full name.
Betty Lutcher.
Today is the date and time set for a arraignment, and she's got 3 other cases that are set. Why don't we consolidate all these? Because she has supposed to be back this Friday. We'll put all of them on the same ticket. All right, Ms. Lutcher.
Thank you. Okay.
Purposes of arraignment, Counselor.
Yes, Your Honor, we would waive the reading of the information and stand mute.
Will enter a not guilty plea on her behalf, give her a $0 bond. You have valid license, registration, and insurance, Ms. Lutcher?
Yes, sir, I do.
Run her driver's license, please.
Yes.
The offer as it stands on the no ops is probably a failure to display, or they're all state matters. Let's pass the matter until we check out the license. Are we ready on anybody? Miss Harris.
Yes, Your Honor, on Ms. Lamp.
Let's go back on the record with Ms. Lamp. Ms. Lamp, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel in the breakout room. Counselor, what's your client want to do?
Your Honor, against my advisement, my client wishes to enter a plea.
Against your advice, your client doesn't want to take your advice, huh, Ms. Harris? You get real down about that, don't you? Don't you, Ms. Harris?
I do.
Yes, but because you do have retained
But
counsel.
it's her rights, so she wants to resolve these matters today.
It absolutely is her right. Ms. Lamp, you gonna hurt your attorney's feelings today, ma'am? Take the deal.
I just want to get it over with. I don't want to keep this. Is 4 years old. It has to go.
Yeah, but you haven't done anything, so it's just like it's just starting. You know, turn your camera on. That whole I just want to get with you.
1 second. Oh, watch out, baby.
We'll give her the deal. All the cases on there, Miss, and you're still gonna owe 180, 288, and 198. You know that, ma'am?
Yeah.
All right. Where are you? All right, can you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, you can put your hand down. You understand the maximum possible penalty for these offenses are 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes.
You understand that you have an absolute right to a trial?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Harris went over your other advice or rights in the breakout room, did she not?
Yes, sir.
Understood those rights?
Yes, I did.
Any questions about those rights?
No.
You know, by taking this offer, you're gonna give those rights up?
Yes, I do.
You know you're pleading to a crime of dishonesty here, ma'am?
Yes, I do.
Okay with that?
No, if I could go back and undo it, I would, but
Well,
it's
you
too
have
late for that.
you have an opportunity to set a trial date if you choose.
No,
But
it's
you
all right.
just want to get it over with. Just wasted on the young. I'll say that.
And Your Honor, I did want to note for the record that providing false ID is a 90-day suspension of her driving privileges.
All right, you understand that, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
And likely you'll have a 2-year suspension anyway, I'm sure, based on the offer failure to display in a 1 to 5. So you're likely going to have a 2-year suspension. Are you're okay with all of that, huh?
Yeah, either way it's gonna happen. So.
Do you want to? Well, if you take that approach, then it will. All right, we'll just let you go ahead, and I guess you'll learn the lesson that way. All right.
If I take it to trial, though,
then you give yourself at least a fighting chance, man. You could pay this $288 and potentially come in with a valid license. I'll allow her to pay that $45 reinstatement fee on that false info ID up front. And then you're going to ask me, I guarantee you this. I guarantee you, you're not going to be able to pay this money today, are you?
Yes, I can.
Well, she got me there. All right. She got me there. That tax dollars came.
No. So if I do take it to trial,
Speak to Ms. Harris again in the breakout room. I want you to be understood and clear on what you're doing before you go into this. All right? These are some serious allegations. All right?
Okay.
Rejoin the room, please. Jasmine Lemons.
Yes.
All right. Good morning to you, ma'am.
Good morning.
This is the city of Detroit versus Jasmine. Or is this the city of Detroit?
It should be.
Sometimes. So, you have to determine how it's written to determine that. I know it happened in the city of Detroit, or else you wouldn't be here. Well, you'd be in another courthouse. But this is not the city of Detroit. This is the state of Michigan versus Jasmine Lemons. Case numbers SN 222-1971 and SP 108-68951. Appearance for the record, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Ms. Lemons.
Jasmine Lemons.
For purposes of arraignment, Your Honor, my client would waive the reading of the information and stay on mute.
Enter a not guilty plea on your client's behalf. Give your client a $0 bond. Offer is going to be pleading to the, as charged, the open alcohol and motor vehicle passenger, and dismissing the other matter. Well, the other matter was written by Officer Knox. But go speak to and she has an absolute right to a trial. Go speak to your client in the breakout room. That's the SN 222-1971 that is written under the state code. And You don't usually see SN, so it seems like it's some kind of conservation officer or something that wrote that ticket back in 22. So join the room, Miss Lemons. The fine is 2 points on your license, $240, and an alcohol-related offense on your license if you take the deal right now, and you have an absolute right to a trial.
Okay.
Yeah, Judge, sometimes I think with those SNs, they're like Belle. It might be Belle cases.
I think it's not Belial, it's up there on the east side.
Okay.
Yeah, but excuse me. Roger Lewis will be up next. Is that Roger William Lewis?
I'm sorry to interrupt, Your Honor. As a housekeeping matter, I know it's like 10:20 on the Griffin case. I got a lot of officers here on Griffin, and I didn't see him here. Is it possible for us to call that case?
I'm gonna give him a little bit more time.
Very well, Your Honor.
Mr. Lewis, you have to unmute yourself, sir. Let me see that. Is that fire in the city limits?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can't? Yeah, I can't hear you very well.
Okay. It's my cell phone.
Are you Roger William Lewis?
Sir. Yes, I am, sir.
All right.
Excuse my.
I'm gonna tell you your offer right now, and I'll let you speak with an attorney. This charge, I'm gonna fine you the maximum $500, and I'm not giving you much time to pay it, and take a gun safety course, and you're gonna have an absolute right to trial, right to a trial as well. So I'm gonna, when I call that in the record, you can sit on that, and that's gonna be your offer. Let's go back on the record with Ms. Lamp. Ms. Lamp, I've given you an opportunity to, again, to speak to counsel. Counselor, what's does it change your client's position or no?
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. Lamp would like to take the opportunity to pay the reinstatement fees and potentially come back with a valid license.
So you finally got her to listen to you, huh? Ms. Lamp, are you there?
Yes, sir.
All right. You have 90, well, you're gonna have to have 100, 300. You said you got the money today too.
Yeah, I do.
Hopefully this works for you with this false ID. I'm gonna allow you to pay the reinstatement fee on that false ID. You come pay this $288 on this.
There's also a reinstatement fee on the insurance too. No proof of insurance.
You're gonna have to pay the whole $288 on the insurance, and that'll close that. Well, let's do this. Let's do this. Yeah, because it's only. Do you have any tickets in any other jurisdictions, ma'am?
Nothing that affects my license, no.
I pay the $288 and the $45, and then wait 48 to 72 hours and try to approach the Secretary of State for a valid license. Okay.
Okay.
All right. You want me to set the matters for trial, Ms. Harris?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm going to set the matter for trial on April the 26th, 2024 at 9 a.m. Come down to the courthouse. There's no better way I can have you pay that $45. You could pay that $288 on the kiosk, but that $45, you have to come down to the courthouse, so you might as well do it all at one time You pay
Yeah,
that
that's
45, that 288, you wait 48 to 72 hours for, you wait 48 to 72 hours to approach the Secretary of State so that clearance can get there. And then you will hopefully be able to get a valid driver's license, all right?
okay.
All right, come back. Your trial date is going to be April the 26th, 2024 at 9 a.m. Come back April the 26th. Hopefully by that time you have a valid license, okay, ma'am?
Okay, thank you.
Have a great day, ma'am. Best of luck to you, all right?
You too.
All right. Ms. Harris, this is the city of Detroit. All right, let me get Mr. Wright here for Mr. Mr. Wright, good morning to you.
Thank you.
We'll put you in a breakout room with Rashawn Green. Join the room, have a conversation with him, please. This is the city of Detroit versus Roger William Lewis, case number SP 147-98571. Ms. Harris.
Oh, yes, sir. Please state your full name for the record.
Ms. Harris.
Oops, sorry. Cherica Harris on behalf of the defendant. Please state your name.
Roger William Lewis. He's not responding. Today is the day and time set for a trial.
He stated his name. It was just very low.
Yeah, he's not. Yeah, he's in. Tillison is in the room. We need to get an offer for. I guess we got an offer. Let's see.
Your Honor, I would ask, was an attorney ever appointed on this matter or requested?
No, not that I see it. I'm going to look that up for you. Hold on 1 second. Um, 3-month delay is the offer. Let me look in the file. See, I don't know if he's ever been before me. Trial, he has been before me. 12-month delayed. I said $500 fine, gun safety course. He never, as far as my notes go, he never requested or appointed a counsel. Let you speak to him in a breakout room, all right?
Thank you.
Let's Ms. Mason, can you go in there and get Officer Tillison out, please?
Yes, Your Honor.
Allow me to pull him out. $240 fine. All right, gun safety course too. Mr. Berry, let's go back on the record with Miss Lemons. Miss Lemons, I'm giving you an opportunity to speak to counsel in the breakout room. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Your Honor, we set this matter for a bench trial.
Is that what you want to do, Miss Lemons?
Yes.
All right, you want to set the matter. You took your attorney's advice, huh?
Yeah. If I'm a try, give myself a chance, like you said.
Hey, why not? Set the matter for trial date, April the 26th, 2024 at 9 a.m. All right, nothing further, ma'am. Have a very good day. Best of luck to you.
You said April 26th?
April 26th. Why, is that your birthday?
No. I just wanted to make sure.
No, that's not your birthday.
No, I'm a summer baby.
All right. Have a great day. Best of luck to you. April 26th at 9 a.m.
Got you. Thank you.
Lightfoot.
Were you scared?
Yes, I'm here, Your Honor.
Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning.
Whoa. This is ridiculous.
Do you have a ticket? Do you have a ticket?
City of Detroit versus Matthew Lightfoot, case number SP 1208466, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 1305488, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 1305952, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 1305954, 1. SP 1331557, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 1338088, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 1363886, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 136604001. SP 1366173, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 1367550, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 1367551, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 1396093, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 1396094, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 1411562, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 1412594, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 1418118, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 1418191. SP 1433346, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 1500506. SP 1549122, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 9428152. SP 942816, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 9914241. 1940963, counts 1 and counts 2. 2072224, counts 1, 2, and 3. 21415454, counts 1, 2, and 3. Appearance for the record, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Mr. Lightfoot.
Matthew Warren Lightfoot.
Today is the date and time set, I'm sure, for arraignment on all pre-trials on all the matters, huh?
Yep.
It is the date and time set for pre-trial, sir. I don't know if there's an offer on all these matters or not.
Your Honor, on the city cases, there is an offer. On the state cases, I can't speak to. But on the city cases, there's an offer.
So it wasn't that many, the docket wasn't that big anyway. Mr. Lightfoot and Mr. Griffin are the ones that are having this thing 3 or 4 pages. Lightfoot. Failure to display, 240. Improper plate, 240. Failure to display, 240. Failure to display, 240. Improper plate, 240.
This time the offer for the city is 3 pleading to 3 failure to displays, 3 improper plates, reducing the 16 to 20 to 11 to 15. The balance would be dismissed.
Says no seatbelt.
Okay, I'm sorry. No seatbelt.
$150. No seatbelt, $65. Improper plate, 240. So 240. 240. 240, 240, 240, 240. I don't know which matters are state or not. No, that last improper plate is not you. That's Ms. Brenda Lopez. We'll cross that off. You have out. 65, 150, 240, 240, 240, 240, 240. So you said 3 counts of improper plates and 3 counts of, I only see 2 counts of improper plates here.
Two counts of improper plates. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I made a mistake thinking that Miss Lopez, but it's 2 proper improper plates, 3 FTDs, the 11 to 15, and the seatbelt.
All right, that's your offer. That's not going to count probably for the, it may count for the, yeah, that's your offer. Put you in a breakout room. You have an absolute right to a trial, sir.
Thank you.
He appeared.
Join the room, please. All right, let's go off the record with Lightfoot and back on the record for
We're ready on Lewis.
On the record for Lewis. Mrs. Harris, what are you gonna have to give him the opportunity to speak to Mr. Lewis in the breakout room? What do you want to do?
Yeah, I would ask if the prosecutor would be able to provide discovery today. And if not, we would request that an attorney be appointed for Mr. Lewis such that they can review discovery together and prepare for trial. I do have his contact information.
All right. Any objection, counselor? Well, first, can you get that discovery today?
I can't get it today because I would also need to review it, Your Honor.
So with that being said, we'll give them an adjournment. Is that what you want to do, sir? You want a court-appointed attorney?
Yes.
All right. I need his phone number.
I placed this information in the chat, Your Honor.
Why it's oh, there it is. All right. So what we'll do is we'll reset this for April the 26th trial date at 9 a.m. I'm getting your information down, email address, and phone number. What you need to do is you need to answer any calls that you don't recognize. One of those calls should be that attorney. If you don't hear from that attorney within about 2 weeks, make sure you reach back out to the court and we can get one appointed on the spot. I want to make sure that you have time before April 26th to prepare, all right?
Okay.
You have any questions, sir?
Yes. Who will be the attorney?
I don't know that. That's what we're going to wait on. The city appoints I mean, not the city, but the the court. Judge Carter is over that department. She appoints the attorney, so it's going to be on one of the approved attorneys on the list. Could be Ms. Harris, could be Mr. Berry, could be any of the approved attorneys there.
Ms. Harris, she's all right. Ms. Harris, I like her.
I'm not saying it's gonna be her, but it could. All right.
Okay.
All right. So if you don't hear from that attorney, what you need to do is you need to get back in touch with us before so that we can get one appointed on the spot. All right.
Okay.
All right.
So what? April 26th.
April the 26th. April the 26th.
Okay. All right.
All right, if there's nothing further, have a very good day. Best of luck to you, all right?
Yep. Thank you. Have a great day, sir.
You as well. All right, David Gordon, I think David Gordon might be gone. And then that gets me down to Jerome Glenn.
I think David Gordon is still here.
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm still here.
Well, what happened to David Gordon?
I'm here. Hello.
Yeah, hold on a second, Mr. Gordon. Good morning to you. Okay. This is the city of Detroit. City of Detroit versus David Gordon, case number SP 146-59581. Appearance for the record, please.
Sherika Harris on behalf of Mr. Gordon, please state your name for the record. Mr. Gordon, can you state your name for the record?
David Gordon. David Gordon.
Today is the date and time set for a pre-trial. Pre-trial, let's see. All right, going to be $240 fine, dismiss upon payment. He has an absolute right to a trial. 750-335-80, is that's a state case or city? Sounds like a state case. So I'd say the state of Michigan versus David Gordon. For SP 14659-581. Appearance for the record, please.
Sherika Harris on behalf of Mr. Gordon, state your name, Mr. Gordon.
David Gordon.
$240 fine, dismiss upon payment. He has an absolute right to a trial. Put you in a breakout room with him to speak to him, all right?
Okay.
Join the room, please. Jerome Glenn is up next. Set for trial. Who's on the phone at 313-880-0569?
This is James Green.
James Green?
Yes.
Good morning to you. Who's on the phone at 313-431-3830?
I'm sorry, say that again, sir.
Goldman, that's Goldman.
Okay.
That's me, William Goldman.
Yes.
Mr. Green was the gentleman that's inside the courtroom.
Mr. Green?
Yeah, he's in the hallway.
Are you're in the courtroom?
No, he's in the hallway.
In the hallway?
Yeah. Well, technically, I'm outside. I didn't know I was supposed to stay in the hallway.
Green.
Yes.
James Gregory Green. All right. Crawley, Officer Crawley. Are we ready, Mr. Harry?
Mr. Lightfoot, yes, Your Honor, ready.
Let's go back on the record with Mr. Lightfoot. Mr. Lightfoot, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel in the breakout room. Counselor, what's your client want to do?
Your Honor, Mr. Lightfoot would avail himself of the offer.
I guess so.
I guess so.
Is that what you want to do, Mr. Lightfoot?
It is, sir.
You say what? I couldn't hear you.
Yes, I would like to, sir.
Very well. Can you raise your right hand, Mr. Lightfoot? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
You can put your hand down. You understand the maximum possible penalty for these offenses are 93 days of jail and or $500 in fine?
Yes.
No. You understand that you have an absolute right to a trial? Mr.
Yes.
Lightfoot.
Yes, I do.
Mr. Berry went over your other advice or rights in the breakout room, did he not?
Yes, he did.
You understood those rights?
Yes, I did.
Any questions about those rights?
No, I do not.
You know, by taking this offer, you're going to give those rights up?
Yes.
Anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No, sir.
Let me go and let me draw your attention back to June the 3rd, 2021 at around 3:21 p.m. in the city of Detroit in the area of Burke Road and Linden Street. Did you have an occasion on that day to come to the Detroit Police Department, sir?
I'm sorry, what are you asking me?
On June the 3rd, 2021 at around 3:21 p.m. in the city of Detroit, the area of Burke Road and Linden. Did you have an occasion on that day to come encounter with the Detroit Police Department?
Yes.
Were you operating a motor vehicle?
Yes.
Did the officer ask you to produce valid driver's license and registration?
Yes.
You could not do either, could you?
No,
Why is that?
I don't have it.
You didn't have either. Find your client guilty of the amended count of failure to display 240 and the amended count of proper plate 240. I'll dismiss upon payment the improper plate. The failure to display will stick.
So how much do I need to pay today?
Hold on 1 second, we're not done. Let me draw your attention back to January 27th, 2022 at around 7:44 p.m. in the city of Detroit in the area of McNichols and Trinity. You have an occasion on that day to come and call with the Detroit Police Department?
Yes, sir.
Operating a motor vehicle?
Yes.
Okay, we have an issue here where count 3 is not on there. Then it seemed like in the same stop, he had 2 expired plates, no insurance, no registration, are not on the docket. Nice. I don't know.
Counts, Your Honor.
I don't know. It's SP 1305488, count 3 is not on the docket. SP 1305952, counts 1, 2, and 3 are not on the docket. Those are expired plate, no insurance proof, and no valid registration, all civil infractions.
We would dismiss those at this time, Your Honor. No objection to dismissal on those.
Civil infractions that are not on the docket. So I'll go through each one if necessary. All right, let me draw your attention. Draw your attention back to that when Nichols and Trinity Street. You said you got pulled over that day, didn't you? You recall that, right?
Yes.
And the officer asked you to produce a valid driver's license?
Yes.
You could not do so, could you, sir?
No, I could not.
Why is that?
Because I don't have one.
Very well. Pleading guilty of the amended count of failure to display. 240 for that. All right, he's got civil infractions that aren't on the docket. These are no plates, unsafe manner, no plates. More civil infractions that aren't on the docket. Disregard a red signal, prohibited left turn. Other civil infractions aren't on the docket, no plates, seatbelt.
Any more, Your Honor, or is that it? Just the
Yeah.
You said yes or no?
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Okay.
Obstructed vision, brake light, 16 to 20 over. Defective lights. Disregarding the red signal, drove too fast for condition. These are too old. These are just the three expired plate, improper display plate, no insurance. That's it. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. And then it's just gonna have to go through each and every one of them now. I believe some of them are on. All right, let me go back. SB 15. 1223 is on the docket. Okay, that's a dismissal. Okay. 1304883. 4883. That is on the docket. That's a dismissal. SP 130595521. That's a dismissal. 2. Dismissal. 23. Dismissal. 1 SP 1338081. 2 and 3 are dismissal.
Your Honor, do you want me to come down and just do a global offer?
Seems like it's all on. Dismissal. Five 501. Dismissal. Division. Dismissal. 2. Dismissal. 5 SB 14115-621. That's the 11 to 15. Stipulate to the face of the ticket as an active factual basis for that, Counselor.
So stipulated, Your Honor.
I am responsible for that, $150, 3 points on this license. Rights dismiss.
Thank you.
Let's be 14333-462. Dismiss 13675-502. That's the seatbelt ticket. That's not 65, it's 166. Stipulate to that. As charged.
So stipulated, Your Honor.
And then 5-4. Expired plate 221. Dismiss. No proof of insurance. Dismiss.
What's your ticket?
Okay. Let me draw your attention, sir. I mean, as for purposes of this, do we want to just stipulate to these tickets? So they're dismissed. All the ones are dismissed except for the ones Mr. Berry spoke to you about. This be 1433361. Dismiss and dismiss. And the ones that were too old to take out of default. So I got 240, 240, 240, 240, 166, 150, and 240. I'll waive the warrant fees, you pay the reinstatement fees. You want to just stipulate as for purposes of expedience, and let's just go through it. They draw your attention back to March the 29th, 2021 at 1 a.m. City of Detroit area of Virgil and Pilgrim. Have an occasion on that day to come in contact with the Detroit Police Department?
Yes.
Operating a motor vehicle?
Yes.
Officer asked you for the registration of that vehicle?
He did.
You couldn't provide it, could you?
No, sir.
All right, find you guilty of that. Why is that? Why couldn't you provide it?
I don't have it.
Very well. I think we've done all of for the S1305951. Let me draw your attention back to January 31st, 2022 at 1:32 p.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of 7 Mile and Warwick. If you have an occasion on that day to come in contact with Detroit Police Department.
Yes.
Operate a motor vehicle.
Yes.
Officer asked you to produce a valid driver's license.
Yes.
You couldn't do so, could you?
No.
Why is that?
I didn't have one.
All right. I'll find him guilty of that in the count of failure to display. We already talked about the one on 7 Mile and Nichols and Trinity, right?
Yes, sir.
Driving a motor vehicle then?
Yes.
I couldn't produce a, is that correct?
That is correct.
You didn't have one, correct?
That is correct.
All right, so with that, we're gonna stipulate the probable cause for the dismissal of the other matters.
So stipulated, Your Honor.
All right, when can you pay these, sir?
I kind of did the math in my head. It's approximately $1,500 to $1,600. I'd need about 1 month to complete the payment.
I'm gonna give you till April 11th, 2024. Come on back then. We'll see where you're at with the payment. If it's nothing further, pay it at any div that kiosk in the city of Detroit. I'm told you can upload the div that app to your phone. There's nothing further, sir. Have a very good day. Best of luck to you.
Thank you, sir.
What time?
Oh, well, what time is the court, sir?
8:25.
8:25 on April 11th.
Yep.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor.
Reginald Griffin. Is Reginald Griffin here?
Oh.
Is Reginald Griffin here? All right, your officers are free to leave. Counsel.
I will let them know. Thank you.
This is the city of Detroit. Jerome Glenn is up next. City of Detroit versus Jerome Walter Glenn. Sort of the same situation almost. Not as bad. Not as bad. Case number SP 105-3630, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 105-36391, SP 113982, counts 1, counts 2. SP 121-5690, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 121-5700, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 121-67941, SP 145-5133-1, SP 145-5351, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 148-1978, counts 1 and counts 2 and counts 3. SP 149-88331, SP 1520464, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 981-603, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 996025, counts 1, 2, and 3. As 19-38559-1, counts 1 and counts 2. 19-491-628, counts 1, 2, and 3. Appearance for the record, please.
Sherika Harris, on behalf of the defendant, please state your name.
Mr. Glenn, state your name for the record, please. We can't hear you. You're gonna have to get your audio together. We can't hear you. So we'll pass the matter until he gets his audio together. All right, and in the meantime, make sure he's an offer on all these matters. Mr. Wright, good morning to you on Mr. Green. Let's go back on the record with Mr. Rashawn Lamont Green. Mr. Wright, good morning. Can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Good morning, Your Honor. Brandon Wright, P86335 from Street Democracy. On behalf of Mr. Green, Mr. Green, could you state your name for the record?
Rashawn Lamont Green.
Thank you.
All right. Mr. Wright, did you and Mr. Green have a good conversation?
Yes, we did, Your Honor. For purposes of arraignment today, we would waive reading of the information. We'd like to enter a plea of not guilty and ask for a $0 bond.
We'll give him his enter not guilty plea of $0 bond. Is Mr. Green, are you willing to commit yourself to the program?
Yes, I am.
All right. So, Mr. Green, I always leave everybody in their situation. This message, I take a quote from Dr. Martin Luther King because I know that this is probably the most trying time that you have in your life. And with that, Dr. Martin Luther King said, "It's the true test of a man it's not where he sits in comfort and convenience, but where he sits when and how he reacts and responds to controversy and consternation. So, and I probably didn't quote it exactly right, but the essence is there. So you're in a time right now where you're probably in one of the most difficult times of your life, and I believe that this is the test that Dr. Martin Luther King was talking about. You know, because it's easier for us that aren't in that situation and then don't have to deal with those types of situations to be able to go about life. But when you're faced with those type of things, you know, it puts you to the test. I'm a true believer that there is always light at the end of the tunnel, all the time. And I definitely believe that. I believe that, you know, through hard work, dedication, and persistence, that you will get to that, you'll get to that light. I'm glad that Mr. Wright and his staff are providing the service. I've seen it work. I hope it works for you. But yes, you're gonna have to do some things to make that happen. So keep pushing forward. There is light at the end of the tunnel. And Mr. Wright, do you need 150 days or how long?
Yes, please, Your Honor.
So I'll just leave you with that, sir. I'll be praying for you, and I truly believe that this is just going to be a momentary thing. I can't tell you how long, but I know it will pass, especially if you're willing to put the work in.
Can I show you this before I leave?
You may. Yeah. I mean, what is this here?
This is, I've started my own company, Double R Detailing.
Double R Detailing?
So yes, I do residential and commercial cleaning. Okay. So I'm trying to get there, Your Honor. I just need some wheels so I could get to my clients' houses. That's all. I have turned over a different chapter. This is my second trimester, so it's going to be better than the first.
All right. So, well, second trimester. How old are you?
I'm 39.
I guess it is probably your second trimester. Well, you might be over the second trimester part, unless you.
But I'm only saying that because I was incarcerated. So.
I'm saying that by the number of years, and that means three trimesters. You get 39, 39, and 39. I don't know. That's 109. you know, but I see where you're coming from. I hope you get the 120. I'm certainly shooting for the 120. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to help you get that driver's license, and I'm gonna and I find good cause to waive your reinstatement fees. So I can do that. I'll waive the reinstatement fees on SP 119-47123. And I'll waive the reinstatement fee on SP 129-88023. I hope you pay it forward whenever you get in your situation to do so. All right. So yes. I wait 48 to 72 hours from the date. We'll put that in, and we'll have a pretrial date of 9/12/2024 at 8:30.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So, well, I'll say this: September 12, 2024, 8:30. I'll say this: you've been incarcerated, so that was another real controversial time in your life. You know what I'm saying? I know.
Yes, it was the first and last, Your Honor.
All right. Best of luck to you, sir. Get with Mr. Patel. Like I say, I've seen it work, and I hope it works for you. All right.
Okay. Thank you.
Have a great day, sir. Best of luck to you. Thank you, Mr. Patel. Anybody else in dealing with need service of street outreach court before you let you? Well, I'll take it one case at a time. I'll text you right back if we get somebody else. All right, Mr. Wright?
Sounds good, Your Honor. We'll be on call.
Have a great day.
You too.
All right. And you two have a great day, Mr. Green.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Listen, you reached back out to me. Is he gone? He didn't leave? Because I got it. Let's go with
Hey, how you doing, Your Honor? Is my microphone better?
it's better. Is that Mr. Glenn?
Yes, sir, it is.
Let's go back on the record with Mr. Glenn. Mr. Glenn, your offer, failure to display, 240. Improper plate, 240. Open alcohol in a motor vehicle passenger, 240. But today is the date and time set for a trial. Failure to display, 240. Failure to display, 240. Improper plate, 240. One to 5, 125. And we'll dismiss the rest. I have 240, 240, 240, 240, 240, 240. Now, let me say this. This is what I mean, Ms. Mason. I don't understand how Mr. Glenn is expected to plead to 6 misdemeanors. And Mr. Lightfoot probably had 3 times more cases, and he only pleads to 5.
Judge, this is the offer. Okay, so the offer is Mr. Glenn, 2 impropers. He's got a passenger, open alcohol passenger. He's got 2 FTDs.
2. So that's dropping one of the impropers, right?
So I've got, but I also have to look at, Your Honor, how many officers I have here today ready for trial who aren't here. So that my officers are also dictating. I'm sorry, would you say, Attorney Harris?
I think that officer is not here. I'm not.
I understand. You're not listening to what I'm saying. I am saying that my officers are dictating. Well, right. So I am dictating my officers on basically who's here and who's not here. So if we could have had a chance to talk, I didn't have an opportunity to talk to Attorney Harris about the officers and go over who's here and who's not here.
All right. Well, who's ever here and who's ever not. I just have to be fair, and that's what it's. That's fair is fair, and I don't see how it's fair just because an officer is here that someone has the Mr. Lightfoot. I was actually surprised at the offer for Mr. Lightfoot because I have offers here for people that have had 5 misdemeanors, and you've asked them to plead to 4. And I couldn't believe he's had over 40 some odd cases. So who's the officer, Eason? Can you put your appearance on the record for Mr. Glenn, please?
Yes, sir. Officer Eason, badge number 668.
All right, good morning to you.
Good morning,
This Detroit Police Department.
Yes, sir.
All right, who else is here for Mr. Glenn? Officers.
Anthony Hill is here, Your Honor. He's checked in.
Okay.
Corporal Bennett has checked in. Officer Austin Bouchard has checked in. Officer Roger Drake has checked in. Tonti Morgan checked in, but that's a review.
All right, I have Drake, Officer Drake, Officer Corporal Bennett. Officer Hill. Who else?
Officer Borchard, Bochar.
All right. All right. All right, so go ahead. Go ahead, Counsel.
I don't recall seeing some of these officers, and I understand that I have been in and out of breakout rooms. Is it possible?
I recall seeing Officer Eason, Corporal Bennett, Officer Drake, and Officer Hill. I don't know if I recall seeing Borchard, but I'm accepting counsel's representation that that officer showed up.
He did show up, Your Honor.
I told you I'm accepting that representation that he did, that you said he did. So,
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm still, you know, as far as the officers are concerned, I don't, you know, it's a deal is a deal is a deal. And I understand, you know, sometimes we just set these matters for trial because there's so many cases on the date that Mr. Glenn comes in and for judicial economy to get these cases moved on. So, you know, we have to be fair to everybody. And if he's got 3 times more cases, you know, it doesn't matter to me which officers came in and how many officers showed up.
And Your Honor, you know, for the record, also with Lightfoot, it was a pretrial. That was pretrial. This is trial, and that is a big difference. Again, these are our offers. I can either not give any offers, we can proceed, or I can give the offers that I believe are what I think are appropriate. I really believe right now that like the open alcohol, that's something that's very serious. Moving violations are very serious. You know, and I don't, you know, as my supervisor has indicated to me, and she will back me up on this, we do not have to justify our offer. These are the offers that I'm setting forth.
Okay, so we're just gonna have to get your supervisor involvement.
Okay, very good.
All right, let's pass the matter. Jalen's iPhone. All right, Goldman. Nolan here was. Unmute yourself, please. Press *6. All right, Mr. Goldman.
Yes, hello? William Goldman.
This is the City of Detroit versus William Goldman, case number SP 139-2797, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 143-5423, counts 1, 2, and 3. Appearance for the record, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Mr. Goldman.
William Andrew Goldman.
All right. Today is the date and time set for a pretrial in the matter. Let's see what the offer is. There it is. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
It's Mr. Garrison, right?
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Goldman. All right.
Yeah.
Failure to display, expired plate, and no proof of insurance. So there's going to be essentially, it's going to break down to 2 moving violations. Do you have a valid license, registration, and insurance, sir?
Unfortunately, no, not this.
So, and I've given him an opportunity. He paid the reinstatement fee up front. I don't know why he didn't get a license. But that's probably gonna amount to, a suspension. If the court is right, of 2 years if he takes the deal. That's a $240 fine, $195 fine, and $145 fine. You have an absolute right to a trial. I'm gonna put you in a breakout room. Is this you, Mr. Barrett?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'll put you in a breakout room with Mr. Goldman and speak to him, please.
Already.
All right. Let's go back, way back on the record with Miss Lutch. Miss Betty Lutcher. State case.
Hello, Lutcher.
Yeah, who had Miss Lutcher? I'm sorry for the delay, ma'am.
Oh, it's okay. No problem.
All right. What was the delay for? Who had Lutcher? Is that you, Ms. Harris?
It is not. I think Mr. Berry did.
Did you speak to counsel?
I did not. I believe you wanted him to verify the payments that I made to reinstate my license. Let
me see. Good morning, Ms. Walker.
Good morning, Judge.
I don't see. Oh, we needed to consolidate these cases.
Yes.
Because you had some state cases and some. That's what we needed to do.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the delay, ma'am. Let me get you an offer, and we'll pass the matter, and we'll get you an offer.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Let's take a few minutes recess.
Okay.
I'm David Gordon.
I know.
Okay, don't.
You want to go back?
Yes.
Fuck, they gonna take a recess.
Mr. Gordon, you're not muted, so we can hear all of that.
Sorry.
And Mr. Leverett, we can hear you too. You gotta mute your device.
I'm sorry, I'm just laughing.
All right, let's go back on the record. Who was that made that comment? Miss Garrison, you got a receipt?
Yes.
You do? All right, let's close her stuff out. Miss Garrison, let's close her stuff. You can see she paid. Who was that made that comment before I left?
That was on TV.
Yeah, I know.
How your day going?
It's going well. How about yours? Are you Miss Garrison as well?
I'm her auntie. That's my great niece.
All right.
That's Miss Kai.
All right. You gonna teach her how to drive?
Yes.
All right, please.
Okay.
I'm done.
She's going straight to get them real driver license. Never had it. She's gotta go get them.
All right. Nobody's gonna say who made the comment, huh?
Wasn't me.
Let's move on. We have City of Detroit versus James Gregory Green, case number U67867-923. Appearance for the record, please.
Sherica Harris, on behalf of defendant Green, please state your name for the record.
James Green, he was here. I guess he's not here now. James Gregory Green. All right, let's pass the matter. I don't know.
David Gordon.
David Gordon. All right, let's pass that matter. Let's go City of Detroit versus David Gordon, case number SP 1465995B1. Appearance for the record, please.
Sherica Harris, on behalf of Mr. Gordon, please state your name for the record.
David Gordon.
All right, today is the date and time set for what is it set for pre-trial?
Yes, Your Honor, my client has been advised of his rights and the current plea offer. Is my understanding he wants to waive his right to trial and enter a plea and also provide an explanation.
That's what you want to do, Mr. Gordon?
Yes, sir.
Raise your right hand, please. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right, you can put your hand down. You understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and or $500 a fine?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have an absolute right to a trial?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Harris went over your other advice and rights in the breakout room, did she not?
Yes, sir.
You understood those rights?
Yes, sir.
Any questions about those rights?
No, sir.
You know by taking this offer, you're going to give those rights up?
Yes.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No, sir.
Let me take your attention back to July the 5th, 2023 at around 11:09 a.m. in the city of Detroit in the area of East Lafayette Street, I guess at the Hollywood Casino. Did you have an occasion that day to be at that date and time, that date and time?
Yes, sir.
Were you, did you do something out there to cause a police presence, sir?
Yes, sir.
Police presence, what do we see? Is this as charged or is this
Admitted to disorderly conduct?
Would you say that police presence disturbed that area over there?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm finding guilty of the amended count of disorderly conduct. $240 fine. I imagine you say, let me guess, you got medical?
Yes, sir.
I figured that would be the case. Well, though, you have to take that into consideration before you leave out of there or you leave home or something.
Yes.
That's all you can really say about it. You know what I mean? It's if it's a medical, thing, then I mean, my father used to tell me pull over. I'm driving and looking for some place to pull over. He's like, we're on the freeway. He's like, no, I said pull over now. Okay, what am I gonna do? I do what he told me to do. $40 fine, sir. I don't know. What do you want? What do you say about that, Ms. Harris? You dismissal upon payment.
I have nothing further to add, Your Honor.
I don't know what else to say, Mr. Gordon. I know it's expensive. You don't have to tell me. But what is if you what is your medical condition? You don't have to say it if you don't want to.
I don't. I turned in a doctor's form I submitted that form.
Oh, did you submit it? Where did you submit that to?
My last attorney, Mr. Berry, I believe it was. Yeah.
All right. And did that get to the court? Mr. Berry, do you recall Mr. David Gordon in your files submitting some documentation to you?
I do not recall, Your Honor, unfortunately.
Can you submit that documentation back to me, sir, so I can review it?
Yes, I can.
All right. Well, how do you want to do that? Email, or how do you want to do that?
I can email it.
I'll put my email address in the chat. I'll take that under consideration. SCANPERKINS at 36 district.org. All right. Put it in the chat. Let's pass the matter. I'll look at it and take it into consideration. Let's go back on the record with Mr. James Gregory Green. Mr. Green, are you there now? Today is the date and time set for a trial. He's on that 8800569 call. Is there Officer Crowley here? Officer Crowley? Hearing no response, I don't believe I've seen Officer Crowley come in. Well, who's on the record for Green?
Cherika Harris, defense moves to dismiss.
All right. I'm going to dismiss the case, no officer. Mr. Green, have a very good day. Best of luck to you. All right. Ms. Mason, Ms. Lutcher has driving while license suspended, no insurance misdemeanor, expired plate. She paid her registration $228. We'll put that out, Ms. Lutcher.
Ms. Lutcher, Your Honor, I'm sorry. Trying to.
Let's go back on the record with Lutcher. Mr. Green, you're free to leave. All right, let's go back on the record with Lutcher. Ms. Lutcher, do you have a valid driver's license?
Yes.
Run Ms. Lutcher's license, please, Ms. Mathis. Oh, I think I have it here. I have it here. The license is valid. Driving while license, do you have registration and insurance, Ms. Lutcher?
Yes.
Let's see the documentation, please.
Okay. I have to grab it. I'm sorry, I wasn't ready. I'm just grabbing it.
You have to turn the background off if you have it on, ma'am, before I can see the documents.
I'm sorry, I'm just.
Let's pass it until she gets those documents.
Okay, I have it.
You have it?
Mm-hmm. So here is.
Back on the record with Ms. Lutcher. Let's see what you have. You're gonna have to turn the background off before we can see it. All right, hold on a second, turn it over.
Oh, sorry.
You had it up. 9/30/2024. That looks valid. Let's see the insurance, please. Insurance. That looks valid. Miss Mason?
Yes, it is. Dismissal based upon compliance.
All right, we're going to dismiss the cases for providing valid documentation. All right, if there's nothing further, Ms. Lutcher, have a very good day. Best of luck to you, all right? I'm sorry we made you wait so long. You were here for a long time. All right, have a good day now.
Your Honor, as a matter of housekeeping, this is the city attorney. I have tried to contact, for sure was here on, this is on the Glenn case. Officer Boshar was here, Austin Boshar. I cannot get in touch with him. So I'm just letting the court know that, FYI.
Are we going to a breakout room to discuss that matter, Ms. Mason? Thank you.
Yes, we can.
All right, let's, Goldman, he needs an offer as well, right? No, Goldman has an offer, I think, should. Goldman should have an offer. Goldman's offer, failure to display, expired state, and no proof of insurance. I told him his offer. Who's talking about?
I did, Your Honor. And we seek a bench trial date.
All right. Mr. Goldman, can you unmute yourself? Press *6. Let's go back on the record with Mr. Goldman. Mr. Goldman, is that what you want to do, a bench trial?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to give you a trial date of April the 26th, 2024 at 9 a.m. Hopefully you can bring a valid, at least valid driver's license in. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right, valid license, registration, and insurance will go a long way clearing this stuff up. All right, have a great day. April the 26th, 2024 at 9 a.m. Have a good day.
Zoom. You said Zoom.
On Zoom. And you need to find a way. You got to get a camera on here so we can see you.
I have to upgrade my phone. It's a government phone.
Oh, well, borrow somebody else's or go to the library or something.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Remington?
Yeah, I'm the David Gordon. I was trying to get that email.
All right, the email is in the chat. So click on the bottom, you'll see my email in the chat. Is this Leverett Urban Remington?
Yes, sir.
I don't see that you have anything. Is he on the docket?
You said that the last time I was in your court. You said that.
Oh, I see. Leverett Mack. Leverett Mack. That's what it is.
Yes, sir.
Remington. This is the city of Detroit and the state of Michigan versus Remington Leverett Mack, case number SP 5178291, SX 3362663, counts 1 and counts 2, SX 4162250, counts 1, 2, and 3. 16-311-7051. Appearance for the record, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Mr. Mack.
Remington Leverett Mack.
Right. Today is the date and time set for a free trial. He could pay his reinstatement fee. Well, he owes this, if you need to pay the whole 288, he owes another reinstatement fee on another insurance proof. Potentially get a valid license. I'll let him pay the reinstatement fee on the state case. He's gonna have to pay the 16,311,7042 off. 288 plus $45, potentially get a license. He has an absolute right to a trial. Let me see what the offer is for Mr. The offer, all state charges, no, the failure to display, $240 fine. And we'll give him a blocking traffic. And then he owes 120, 288, and 132. And the other matters will be dismissed. So 240, 175. 4175, waive warrant fees, pay reinstatement fees. He's gonna have to pay the 132, 288. You have an absolute right to a trial, sir. We'll put you in a breakout room with Mr. Barry.
Okay. All right. Where, I don't find him on the docket, Your Honor.
Leverett Remington, he is on 835 in the sort of in the middle. It's Leverett Mack.
Yes, I see. I have it.
All right, 240 and 175. Then he's got 3 civil infractions of old that he's going to have to pay. He has an absolute right to a trial, and I'll let him pay the reinstatement fee and pay that old no proof of insurance to see if he can get a license if he chooses to.
Right.
Go ahead in the breakout room.
Yeah.
Lindsay, Randy Lindsay.
Hey, come help me with this thing.
Is that the gentleman on, no, the Motorola?
He's present.
Good morning.
Yeah, hold on 1 second on Randy Lindsay, all right? We're waiting on his lawyer. You'll be up next. And then we gotta get him. And then the Motorola guy, let's put up the sign, Miss Mathis. He has never connected to audio. He's been on for a while.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Hold on a second.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, I didn't know.
All right. Gordon, I'm waiting on Gordon's documents. Okay, here we go. Let's go back on the record with Mr. Gordon. Yes.
I'm here.
Okay. So what we'll do in this case, I do have a copy of the documentation. It is what I thought it was. So what I'm going to do this time, Mr. Gordon, I'm gonna, in the interest of justice, I'm going to not fine you at all on this. All right.
All right. Thank you, Jan.
Oh, no fine. So, and at this time, the case is going to be dismissed. You already pled to it, so it'll be no fine. Waive the warrant fee, and that's in the interest of justice. I do see the medical diagnosis, and With that, I'm sure that you just, you know, it happens. It is what it is, and it just comes along spontaneously like that.
Yeah.
So I know that I know the disease, and my family is inflicted with it as well. All right.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Best of luck to you, sir. Have a very good day.
You too.
Did he put it up?
Yes.
He's reading it.
Oh, he is, okay.
All right. Who are we ready on?
Leverett Mack, Your Honor.
Let's go back on the record with Leverett Mack. Mr. Mack, giving you an opportunity to speak to counsel in the breakout room. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Your Honor, Mr. Mack would like to pay the reinstatement fees and return with a license.
All right, so Mr. Mack, you're gonna have to pay $288, and you're gonna have to pay this $45. They're both no insurance proofs, but the old 16 no insurance proof, I'm requiring you to pay that in full. And then
Is that the 288?
Yeah, both of them are listed as 288. So, but the one, it's going to be 288, and I'm going to allow you to pay the other one up front, $45. You're going to have to come to the window to pay the $45, so you might as well come to the window and pay both. There's no way I can allow you to do both. I'm going to set the matter for a pretrial on April the 26th, 2024 at 8:30 a.m. With that, that's John.
Who are we on the record with, Governor? I apologize, Miss.
I'm sorry. Back on the record with Leverett Mack.
Okay.
All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna allow you to pay the reinstatement fee on SX 416222503. Both of them are no proof of insurance civil infractions, but the 116 case with the 16 in front of it, you're gonna have to pay the whole 288. So come down here with 288 and $45, wait 48 to 72 hours, and approach the Secretary of State. I don't know if you don't have any other tickets in any other jurisdictions, you can potentially set yourself up to get a license. If you have tickets in another jurisdiction, you're gonna have to go to those other jurisdictions probably before. But here, you'll have clearances here with 288 and 45, all right?
Yes, sir.
So wait 48 to 72 hours once you come down here and pay that. And then we'll set it for a pretrial date of April the 26th, 2024 at 8:30 a.m., all right?
Yes, sir.
Have a great day, sir. Best of luck to you.
You too. Thank you.
This is the City of Detroit versus Randy Eugene Lindsay, case number SP 1419941, SP 1502791, SP 1514071. Appearance for the record, please.
Oops. Cherika Harris on behalf of Mr. Lindsay, please state your name for the record.
Randy Eugene Lindsay.
It's the date and time set for arraignment on the bench warrant. Counselor, go ahead.
For purposes of arraignment, my client stands mute.
In or not guilty plea on your client's behalf will give your client a $0 bond. Mr. Lindsay, as it stands now, your offer is failure to display a disorderly conduct and an improper plate. So it's no offer, it's just amended counts. Failure to display disorderly conduct for the EWOP and for the failure to display as a driving license suspended and an improper plate for the unregistered untitled. That's 240, 240, 240. You have an absolute right to a trial. Put you in a breakout room with Ms. Harris and speak with her about it.
You got your license back.
Excuse me, Your Honor.
Speak to Ms. Harris about it, please.
Okay, yep.
All right. I don't see anything stopping him from getting a license, Ms. Harris. All All right.
Judge, as a housekeeping matter, I'm sorry, Your Honor, as a housekeeping matter, could you run Jerome Glenn's, license?
Miss Mathis.
Okay, can you hold on, Miss Glenn? Miss Glenn.
Run the license, please. Do you have a valid license, Mr. Glenn?
No, at the moment, I don't have a license. This Friday, I just went.
Do we
down
still need to run it, Miss Mason?
Correct. Based upon his representation, no need to run it, Your Honor.
I have a permit, but I just need to go get my.
Oh, if he has a permit, that's the difference. All right, run it.
I have to go get my birth. I don't have a birth certificate.
If you have a permit, then it should come up valid.
Yeah, but I have to go get my birth certificate to actually get the permit.
But it's either do you have a permit or you don't have a permit. That's what it is, sir.
No, I don't have it. I don't have it on me. No.
All right, so you got to get your birth certificate. You don't have a permit.
No, I passed the test though.
I don't know how you get to the test without a birth certificate, not license.
Yeah,
but I don't know that you can't get to the test without a birth certificate. So that's the answer. No, we didn't.
Oh.
That's the answer, Ms. Mason, not license.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Your birth certificate. When are you gonna get your birth certificate, sir?
I was trying to get it today, but if not today, it's gonna be Friday, guaranteed.
All right. All right, on the iPhone, can you press start? I mean, can you unmute yourself? I'm sending you prompts on the iPhone to unmute yourself and turn your camera on.
Okay, so we'll see you. Okay, to address it. Just start.
I'm not on.
No, we're not on the record on anybody. Hold on, Mr. Glenn. Let's make sure that
taking a turn. Okay.
well, let Miss Mason evaluate things.
Okay.
On the iPhone, the young lady, can you unmute yourself, please?
Hi, yes.
Why are you so late, ma'am?
Well, I thought my court date today was at 1:30.
What time? What's your name?
I'm sorry.
What's your name?
Samita Gilmore.
Well, good afternoon now.
Good afternoon.
Gilmore. Samita. 9 o'clock trial?
Yes.
Thank you, Ms. Mathis. Samita Gilmore. You got lucky, man. Evans, did Evans ever show up, Miss?
Your Honor, Evans did show up, but in this matter, she did not have any recall.
You got lucky again, Miss Gilmore.
Oh, what's my luck?
Here's that your tickets are gonna get dismissed. Let's call the city of Detroit versus Tamika. Lakita.
Yes.
Case number SP 1480229, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 1480332, strike that. SP 1480230, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Ms. Gilmore.
Tamika Lakita Gilmore.
All right, today is the date time to trial. I'm gonna write on the file that Officer Evans did appear, and it was indicated off the record by sister counsel that there was no recollection. Go ahead, Mr. Berry.
Yes, Your Honor, we would move for dismissal based on the representation that there was no recollection from the complaining witness.
All right, we're going to dismiss the case. No officer, Ms. Gilmore. Have a very good day. Next time, don't be late.
Okay. I hope it's no next time.
I hope so too.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Well, thank you. You too. Bye-bye.
All right, the Moto G Pure never connected to audio. Give him the number to the court. Let's go back on the record with Mr. Lindsay. Mr. Lindsay, I'll give you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counselor, what's your client want to do?
Your Honor, we are respectfully requesting a trial date. We are asking that counsel be appointed. And Mr. Lindsay did want the court to know that he does have a valid license.
Okay, I'm going to set the matter for trial. Is that what you want to do, Mr. Lindsay?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
Let's set the matter for trial on April the 26th, 2024 at 9 a.m. I have your telephone number here. What I need you to do, sir, is answer the calls that you might not recognize. Hopefully one of those calls is at an appointed attorney. If you don't hear from that attorney before in about 2 weeks, make sure you reach back out to the court and then we'll get you one appointed on the spot, all right?
Yes, sir.
All right. If there's nothing further, if you do, we'll see you back on April the 26th. That means that everything, you've talked to the attorney, April 26, 2024 at 9 a.m., all right?
Yes, sir.
All right, have a great day, sir. Best of luck to you.
You also.
What's gonna go on with Glenn? Are we ready on Glenn?
Yeah.
I believe we are ready, Your Honor.
Let's go back on the record with Mr. Glenn. Mr. Glenn, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Have you spoken to Mr. Glenn?
I did, Your Honor.
And I've given you a chance to speak with the city attorney. What's Mr. Glenn gonna do?
Your Honor, there is currently an updated offer. However, Mr. Glenn has informed me that he only needs to take his birth certificate to the Secretary of State so that he might obtain his license. I would ask if we could at least reset matters to a pretrial date so that he could be able to do that with the dismissal of the matters where the officers did not appear today.
All right, counselor, did you talk that over with Sister Counsel?
Your Honor, I would not have any objection to an adjournment, but I don't want all of the matters dismissed. We just bring everything back for a pretrial.
You're talking about all the matters that even the officers didn't show?
Yes, I mean, it's an all or nothing. He's getting a break by, being able to go and take care of this matter with these officers who have been here patiently waiting today. But it's up to the court's discretion as to what the court wants to do. I mean, I just feel like if we're bringing it back for a pretrial, these officers won't be appearing anyway. He's going to be coming in to make the representation that he's complied with what he said he's going to be doing.
All right. I mean, we can. I'll leave them open. We'll leave them open because a lot of them are document tickets anyway, and typically the city's office. This is not as harsh on document tickets as they are on the other matters. I know one matter that's particularly the most egregious matter is the open alcohol and motor vehicle driver. That officer showed. What do you want to do? So did you did what you said, Mr. Glenn, they let you take all of this stuff without a valid license, without a valid birth certificate?
Yes, and they told me.
What did you show them, an ID or something?
Yes, I showed them my ID and my social security card. And they said, come back with the birth certificate. And when I get the birth certificate, I can pay $25 and they will give me my permit right there.
I believe him. I don't think he's coming in pulling the court's leg with all that information. So we'll set a pretrial date, April. Yeah, go ahead, Miss Harris.
My only concern is there are several matters that would have been dismissed today. I'm concerned that when he comes back, those matters may be a part of any type of plea deal, specifically the open alcohol in the motor vehicle, which possibly could have been dismissed today if we were to proceed to a trial, because the officer is not present at this time. So if that's a part of his plea deal.
No, Your Honor, we're coming back to a pre-trial. So he's just.
But Counselor, you mentioned that you couldn't get back in touch with Officer VOCHAR. You tried to, and he wasn't available. So that's particularly.
I mean, you're correct on that point, Your Honor, but also Mr. Glenn should have come packing today with all of his valid information too. You know, so I mean, I
understand that. I understand both positions. I'm only merely reciting what Ms. Harris was her issue with this whole situation is. You know, my issue is that I don't understand why, for whatever reason, the officers don't show up. And I particularly have a problem with it because if Mr. Glenn didn't show up, we would be putting a warrant out for his arrest. You know, but I said I was going to go ahead and allow that. Ms. Harris, what do you want to do?
Well, I definitely don't want him to enter a plea per the current recommendation because 3 failed to displays is going to be a huge setback in his process. And it sounds like he merely needs to show up with the birth certificate. What I don't want to see happen is he show up for a pretrial date and we're now reopening and re-examining everything that he has on the docket. That will include certain things.
Ms. Mason's policy that she doesn't leave offers open, and that way we potentially would be back reopening everything up.
Well, in this case, Your Honor, what I would do is I will put in writing to Attorney Harris, which is our office's policy, that I will leave the offer as it stands, pursuant to his getting the required documentation. That will be placed in writing to Attorney Harris.
What is the offer? I have open alcohol passenger, failure to display, improper plate, 1 to 5. And failure to display improper plate.
And there is an updated offer, Your Honor. The updated offer cases, I'll give the last 4 of each case. 7001, improper plates. 7003, failed to display. 4641, failed to display. 6031, failed to display. 6033, improper plates. 6901, speed 1 to 5 over. So that was 3 FTDs, 2 improper plates, and 1 speeding 1 to 5 over, with the remaining matters being dismissed.
And that offer will remain open, Your Honor, with the remainder being dismissed with the officers who did not show. I will put that in writing as per the offer at the policy of our office.
Offer of improper plates, failure to display, improper plate 1 to 5. All right.
And Ms. Mason, I think because we did it on the record, you may not have to put it in writing per se. But
I have it written down on this file here.
Yeah, you got to give it to me again because I'll forget it. So how many FTDs? I'm just sorry. I'm sorry.
It was 3, but it's also my understanding, because I want to make sure the record is clear. It is also my understanding that provided Mr. Glenn comes back with a valid driver's license, this offer with those 6 counts might be amended.
That is correct.
Okay.
That is correct. So let's review. I just want to make sure for my writing. I have
2 improper plates and 3 failure to displays, along with a 1 to 5. That's what
Very
you
good,
just-
Your Honor. Yes, okay, I just wanted to have it down. So I will email that to Attorney Harris with the proviso that Mr. Glenn comes back with his permit.
And please note, I'm limited scope. So for today, I'm his attorney, but it may be a different attorney when he returns.
I understand that.
Okay, I wrote down here, offer remain open, that Ms. Mason gave an updated offer, and it will be reviewed if Mr. Glenn comes back with a valid license.
Correct, Your Honor.
So that's.
So it's fine. It's in the court has it in the file, so that's even better.
All right, Mr. So it's on you now, Mr. Glenn. All right. I'm giving you till May the 26th to come with that information. All right. I believe you've done a lot of work to get there, and I think everybody's recognizing that, and that's why the offer is as it is. All right. Mr. Glenn, any further questions?
Hey, you say May 26th?
May 26th at 8:30. Best of luck to you on that. Best of luck to you on that license.
Hold on one second. Do I have to have the actual card or my permission?
No, I'll be able to look your name up. We don't need to see the card. I need to see the registration and insurance if you have it. I would need to see that, but I don't need to see the card. We can look your name up on the license.
I don't own a vehicle anymore.
Okay, well, just come on back.
Okay, and you know, it takes 30 days to actually get the license card. So
I told you, if once they give you the valid license, I'll be able to look at it right then. If you don't have to have a card, and you never know, you might hit the 753 million. And so you talk about not having a car, you might be driving Rolls Royce when you come back. Hopefully you have a license.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting that, man. Definitely. This is a life changer for me, man. If you actually can look, if you can see, I have a landscaping company that I'm trying to get going right now. So that's why I'm in the process of doing all of this.
All right. Well, that's even more reason I'm glad that you're on top of this. It sounds like you're on top of it. You know, so stay on top of it and let's get it done.
Yes, sir. Will do.
All right. Have a great day, sir. Best of luck to you.
You too. See you on the 26th.
All right. Corporal Bennett the other officers, I think Corporal Bennett's the only one that stayed. And Officer Easton, have a very good day. Be safe and see you next time. All right.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you.
Have a good day.
Bye.
The gentleman on the Motorola that we've been waiting on you to connect, can you take your Detroit hat off, sir, please? What's your name, sir?
Alejandro Gray.
Alejandro Gray.
Yeah. ELJYDRO.
Good morning. Good afternoon now. We've been waiting on you. You were here
I've been on here, sir, since 9 o'clock this morning.
I was going to tell you, you were one of the earlier ones, but we couldn't speak to you because you didn't connect to your audio, but now you know how to do it.
Well, let me explain this here to you also, sir. At the same time, all I do with my phone is hello and goodbye.
City of Detroit versus Alejandro Dante Gray, case number SP108-11121. Appearance for the record, please.
Cherika Harris, on behalf of Mr. Gray, please state your name for the record.
Alejandro Gray.
Today is the date and time set for a trial. I don't think that was Tanti. That wasn't Jason Tanti that showed up earlier, was it? That was
I don't think we had a Tanti show up. I thought that one was
Yeah,
set for review.
Morgan Tanti is there's a Morgan Tanti. I think that was Morgan Tanti. Is that who you have, Miss? It was a Tanti that showed up.
Oh.
But I don't know if that was Jason Tanti or Morgan Tanti.
Your Honor, we had a Morgan Tanti on Jerome Glenn, and that was for the review. He had a review up today,
all right, so
according to the docket sheet.
Based on that, you want to make a motion, Counselor?
Defense moves to dismiss.
All right. Case is going to be dismissed. This is Jason Tanti. I don't know if that's his sister or what, but case is going to be dismissed, Mr. Gray. So you can hang up now.
Okay, thank you. I want you to have a blessed day.
You have a better one.
Your Honor, as a housekeeping matter, we have Detective Greeno here and also Analyst Weedman here on the Graves case, but it was an illegal dumping, but I don't see it on the docket.
I don't see it on the docket either. Good morning, Detective. And
good morning, sir.
I fine them $500 for the dumping if they ever show. Graves.
And Your Honor, it may be my mistake. I may have put the incorrect date for the subpoena. So I apologize to the court and also to Detective Greeno and Analyst Weedman. So I will review that.
What's the first name? On Graves. What's Graves' first name? Do you have that, Detective?
Etheridge. Etheridge, sir.
That's going to be, yes, April the 11th. April the 11th.
I cannot do the 11th, sir. I am in 24-hour training.
All right, we're going to have to get back in touch with Mr. Graves.
Your Honor, I apologize. Court reporter here. We have a mandatory meeting with the chief. May I be excused?
You may.
Thank you.
Sorry. What will happen is, you know, I don't know if we have any contact. We'll get in contact with Mr. Gray. Mr. Gray, you can leave.
Okay.
All right.
So Your Honor, on that date, you just want me to put in a furlough note to
the furloughs don't do me much good because we need to be able to get in contact with Mr. Gray because you always have the recourse of rewriting a ticket. But let's see if we can give him a notice. Okay. Mr. Graves.
Inspector Greeno, do you have a number for him or any contact for Mr. Graves?
No, I did not. No, I did not.
Etheridge Graves.
You want me to do what?
We need to get a different date. Hopefully we got contact him number in his file. No, next month. Not Etheridge Graves. I'm looking at it. It says May. It says April the 11th at 9 a.m. trial.
Was that a bad day?
Yes.
What days do you have? The new days?
No, well, I don't know, Detective. We have the 25th of April. I don't know if that's a good date for you, but the problem is we want to make sure that Mr. Graves gets a notice.
All we need is 3 weeks.
Yeah, but we have the right address and all that kind of stuff.
What's the 25th of April?
All right. We run his license.
Yeah, we run
his license. The 25th is okay with you, Detective?
We're trying to confirm. I believe that might be when we're doing the NFL. So let me check real quick, please.
Right. This Matthew